What's up, guys? We're live before pick 4 here from the HW draft party. We're live just after Anaheim picked Beckett Seneca. Oh boy. Who do you guys want? What do you think is going to happen? Pick 4 coming up. A pick that the Flyers have been rumored to trade up for the last day or so. What do you guys think of the draft so far? Let me know in the comments. Cheers to everyone watching.
Cheers, baby. Oh my God. Holy fuck. That Seneca going to Anaheim? Oh, nobody thought I can't believe it. Bunch of douchebags.
Incredible. It's a
Demidov is available, baby.
Who do you guys want? I mean, Demidov's still out there. Lindstrom's still out there. I know it's Columbus's pick now, so one of them is most likely going to be off. Flyers going to make the pick.
Yeah.
2 minutes left on the clock. A lot of people look like they're checking in. Welcome, guys. NHL draft night's here. Demidov, Salayev, Lindstrom. We're live before pick 4. We want to see what happens here at pick 4 because we don't think the Flyers are going to trade up for 5. We don't think Montreal is moving. I haven't been on Twitter, so I haven't seen anything. Have you guys seen anything on Twitter? Is anybody saying anything? It's quiet. If you guys be right back 1 second. All right, we're back. So it looks like Columbus is taking this pick down to the wire. Under 20 seconds to make the pick. You would assume if they knew what they were doing, right, Jack? They would be picking already.
It's going down. Only 10 seconds left. Danny's got to be, come on. Whispering sweet nothings in his ear. Come on, get him.
It's lining up just like last year.
Just like last year.
Luchanko.
Going to stupid locations.
Seneca goes 3. So I loved his expression.
I've never seen a player rise like that to 3. Holy shit!
Here we go.
Doesn't say the pick is in. It just clock right now.
Which means
Clocks are at zeros.
Hope it's Bentley. Come on, baby.
They're still not. Oh, there they go. It looks like Columbus is walking up with a jersey.
So now they're going to go Demidov. But they stated he could be available.
Lidstrom and Demidov. One of the 3.
Lidstrom's the big money to go for, yeah. Let's see. There's nothing going on in the comments here, guys. What do you think? Hey, guys, a lot of people look like they're checking in here. We're waiting for Columbus to make this pick.
Come on, baby. Do something silly. Be funny.
With the 4 selections, the Columbus Blue Jackets are proud to select from the Medicine Hat Tigers, Lindstrom.
All right, Lindstrom's off.
Dead. One of the dreams are dead.
Lindstrom's gone. I just made $20.
There you go.
That's cool.
I tried. ESPN bet sucks. the races against the NHL draft. They have every other draft, but not the NHL.
There we go. Hey guys, Zach's checking in here. Lindstrom just went. Ty Shelton, Demidov here. Don't want Montreal fans being happy. Yep, Lindstrom just went 4. I want to know what you guys did. You guys want Lindstrom? Because I kind of feel the same way, Jack. Like with his back.
All right, personally, people in the medical field I've spoken to, former host of the show, my friend Rob here, and his friends have said herniated disc. It's going to be with him his whole career. Might not be detrimental as I make it sound, but certainly something to be concerned about if you're giving up a haul to trade up. So I will say that.
Yeah.
Demidov's a pick. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
So now it's up to Montreal. They're going to break the hearts of their fans.
Hopefully.
Once again, are they going to draft Bouillon? There was rumor that Montreal was going to take him.
Montreal do.
Lidstrom gives me Nolan Patrick vibes. They need a star because their prospect pool's like it's good. They don't have a star.
So it's a good 1, 2, 3. Right down the middle.
Right foot.
In medicine,
I mean, they can't trade up in front of Montreal anymore. So,
he's your highest point per game player. In
oh,
organization,
for good luck. I forgot.
1.44. And this guy can impact the game in so many
All about
ways. You think about a guy like Sam Bennett and what he has in the postseason.
I guess I'll just keep this up until the pick. People look like they want to hang out. So, yes, there you go, guys. So it's Celebrini, Levshunov, Seneca, Lidstrom. Whoever bet money on Seneca going 3 won some money tonight. You know what's crazy? I didn't hear Jack. The first time I heard Seneca's name is when you brought him up a month ago. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah, man, crazy.
I hope that blows up.
Yeah, they deserve it. Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
He acted like it didn't even. You know what I mean?
They were very, very calm, very poised.
Last year we
We
didn't have one trade at all. We're really hoping that's different.
Jack, Vegas wants to know what's your drink of choice for right now. He's coming. That gets Seneca going 3. Does Demidov go here, guys? I want to know. There you go.
This is a Tonewood improv. I also like Fuego, but Tonewood is the way to go, baby. Nice IPA.
We accept all sponsorships. Don't tell me this Russian drops to 12. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? There was a team trying to send out maybe false information that he only wanted to play for one team. Demidov. And I don't know if that's going to scare anybody. I mean, it's got to be.
Montreal doesn't take him. Then there's other chances along the way.
Where are they from, Jack? Your beer.
Where's Tonewood from, Rob? Barrington.
It's from Barrington, Vegas.
Jersey.
Tonewood, you said it's called?
Tonewood, yeah.
All right, we got Montreal on the clock. Oh, he thinks they're going to go Teach? Could you imagine if they skip over another Russian? Can the Flyers still trade up to 7? Like, what if they offer the trade?
My God.
Vegas thinks Montreal's going Yzerman.
I would love
Would you offer the rumored trade to Columbus at 4 to Ottawa at 7? Because you're getting the same. You're getting that player still. It's just 3 picks less. Know what I mean?
Who's the position player?
Yeah. Maybe it is Lawton.
If it's just picks, yes. Lawton, if it's Demidov for 100%, probably.
So if it's 12, 32.
Technically 4 first-round picks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
we paid less for Prom.
That's true.
Although Prom was like 35 still.
And we sent Lucas Spiza over there. Spiza,
He was a former
Lupul.
first-round pick.
It's true.
So it was 3 first-round picks and Lucas Spiza technically.
It's true. Lupul went.
It was Lupul and then Spiza, who was a first-round pick, and then 2 other first-round picks, like 09 and 10.
Very true.
That's a Hall of Fame. He knew that when he got it.
So now Columbus has Adam Fantilli, Caden Lindstrom, 1-2 punch down the middle.
Kent Johnson winning.
Yeah.
Cole Sillinger, he's on.
I was going to say they still have Cole Sillinger. I wonder if the Flyers knock on the door there.
Oh, they're making the pick. Here we go. Please don't do that.
Snickers 10. Philly trades up. Look at Buffalo and Frost may be a target for Buffalo and our 12 overall pick. Yeah, let's see. You guys think there's going to be some trades here? Montreal's up to make their pick.
In the top 5 for the 3rd straight season.
Do they make their fans happy and pick Demidov? I don't know.
Maybe he can get a suit that fits.
Las Vegas.
Fellow Baldy.
2024 first selection. I'm pleased to invite on stage our number 1 fan, the one and only Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. Dude, how old is she now? Not that
Maybe
matters.
he thinks he's American.
Celine Dion.
Aline, look out.
Next thing, Bieber's going to be making a pick.
It'd take her a million years to get up there. Who's this guy she's with? Bodyguard?
They definitely went with somebody who won't forget the pick. Got memorize those song lyrics.
No more former players.
Yeah. She won't panic under the spotlight in front of a huge crowd. She can perform.
Is she gonna sing?
Don't do it.
Oh my God, she's gonna forget or faint.
I'm excited et très fière d'être ici ce soir.
No habla.
With the 5th overall selection in the 2024 NHL draft, the Montreal Canadiens are proud.
They're definitely taking him. She's dragging it out. There it is. All right, so now we let this play out, I guess. Oh, he's a right wing too.
I think he's incredibly skilled offensively, and Montreal's taking their feet to the
All right, well there it goes.
because I don't think you want to leave him on the board and then him turn up to be an incredible elite offensive rushes that we know is his lead. So offensively skilled, up to that kid, find space to make those plays, attacks the middle of the ice with a lot of speed, and he's playing KHL. Play some games, so he has the physical presence to play with that. And I think he makes an immediate impact to the Montreal Canadiens. I mentioned that Rob runs their.
All right, well, Lindstrom, Demidov go back to back 4 and 5. So I guess we let this play out now, huh? What do you guys want to see happen? It's kind of a lot of the air let out of the balloon, huh? William's still out there.
William, I like.
William, Salayev. Who? Correct, you like?
I would say William.
Yeah, there's still some D. Catton's still out there. So now we don't want Catton to go.
Right.
If we want offense, we don't want Catton. Catton, Iserman, the 2 guys we want. Catton, Iserman, William, correct, Yakimchuk.
could be soft, right? Very offensively powerful.
Are they showing Celebrini here?
Good celebrating. You heard his name called first. On to bomb first. The future shark walks into his future. It all started tonight. First 5 picks are in.
It looks like we got a lot of people hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, please. Definitely hit subscribe. I think we're 20 away from 600, which is pretty cool. I don't know if we can hit that by the end of tonight, but that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, with those probably.
Hey, he's not that good. Ty's on here. Demidov's not good anyway.
He's actually a terrorist. Prove me wrong. Say, get me in trouble.
In your guys' mind, who's the next best player the Flyers could take? Who do you think, Jack?
It's a good question. Honestly, I think it's William. William and then Catton, in my opinion. He's like Ghost rookie year. He could be a huge stud, but he'd be next to Carlson, but he could also be a complete bust. That's not what we need. We need a guy who can do everything in every situation. And I like William. And
Love
I like Gillis. Interesting. I don't think they go that route.
True, again,
Catton's the guy right now. I don't know if they have to trade up for him. I think they do, but that's our pick right there.
You think again?
He seemed to be dropping. Apparently, he didn't interview very well. It makes me a little nervous, but I wouldn't hate it. And Hellenius is definitely floating out there, but there's other names on the board that'll go before him. So we'll see.
For those who may not know, we were originally a trio, and there's our third. Rob.
What's up, guys?
That's Rob. That's Rob.
Roll. It's Robbie.
Oh man, let me refill this up. Hey, take it away, Jack.
Dude, you can get more out of that ice cube, eh? That's not too bad.
This is some bullshit right now. I officially have blue balls. Just want you guys to know that. Neither player, no trades. I mean, the odds of somebody trading into the top 5, let alone the top 10, are slim to none. But we were given so much off Fangul, and now I'm pissed.
No trades. Another year with no trades so far.
Well,
And that's extremely disappointing.
I will say-
I know they tried. They had the same Columbus going on. I get that.
but trades were made before the draft too. At least 2 or 3 of them. The Sharks jumping the Flyers. A couple of later trades. I think Chicago started it with. They traded with somebody, and there was another trade that went down as well. Excuse me. Look, don't get upset about Demidov. It was a good name. It was a good idea. Another winger. You're saying goodbye to Konechny for sure. He's not Michkov. And Montreal's going to realize that. So that's how I sleep at night. We need to get a center. I think we need to aim at a center here. Here's Utah. Utah's first pick as a franchise, baby. What are they doing? I think they go defense as well. I think it's Boyum, whatever. He's not a Flyer. I don't care what his name is. I wouldn't mind if it was Silvio. Dickinson's still out there. I think he's got a higher floor than he does ceiling, but I wouldn't be against it. Correct, be nice because I don't want him. What was that? Yeah. He drafted defense last year, if you remember. Here we go. Pick is in.
This is sorry, since it's the Utah's first pick. On behalf of the NHL, we're going to welcome Ashley and Ryan Smith and the state of Utah to the National Hockey League.
Get out of here. It's a little bullshit.
Gary.
And by the way,
Let the Coyotes down, you bastard.
happy birthday, Ryan.
Whiny.
We'd like to give a shout out to all our fans.
Just make the pick, you douchebag.
That's not a Utah accent.
Utah.
First selection, Ryan and Ashley Smith.
What's a
Yeah, that's the first time it
What?
yeah, right? What did he say?
French here. We want to welcome
This friggin' preamble shit. Make the pick.
Super proud. First selection in our franchise's history for 2024 draft. Utah selects
Tease again.
Whoa! Aginla. Lyndon, you were all over it. Oh, baby. Called it. Aginla is the pick. Calgary fans are setting the city in flames. No pun intended. Oh, baby. Look. Some of our names are still out there. Boyum's still out there. Catton's still out there. I mean, do the Flyers, do they make that trade with Ottawa? It can't be dead. Nothing's ever dead. They're always talking. Does he fall? Did they make a trade? There's some good names out there, especially on defense. Oh, baby. Wow. Forwards are going high. That's a good point. So that was the 6th pick, correct? How many forwards have gone? Celebrini, Seneca, and Lidstrom. 5 of the first 6 picks in a defense-heavy draft have been forwards. Wow. That is not good for Catton. But you need somebody to make a pick at defense and start the run. And it starts with Ottawa because we know that one of the defensemen got to be out of town, right? You'd think. I mean, they got centers too there. Think of Ottawa. They got Pinto. I'm going to blank now. They got Josh Norris, and they have the guy that took 2nd overall a couple years ago, Stutzla. So I think they go defense. Who's the top winger available right now? You consider him a winger? Oh no, they could make that excuse. I think it's defense for Ottawa. I do. I think they got to make some noise in the offseason, make some trades. Or a winger, I guess. This is where Yzerman goes? It's high. Oh, Shelton agrees with me. Ty, thank you. Thank you very much. The way this draft is gone, it could be Jett. Oh, I thought I saw something there. Shadow checking in, baby. Yeah, right. You got a call from who?
Where are we going with this pick?
I like Yzerman for this pick. Wishful thinking, but I'm sticking with it. Let's go. Wow. 6th overall. They got listed as a center again. You see that? Maybe there's something to that whole 3 forwards thing. Forward 1, 2, and 3 for centers or for face-offs. Yeah, and then you.
Honestly, we have to replace Turi.
Well, you think eventually.
He's getting older. He's getting injured way more often now. We have to find someone to actually take his position over. So yeah, first line center.
I got anxiety right now. If they take Cat, I'll be pissed. I'll be really pissed.
Hey, boy, just saying, they've been on top a while.
Come on. It makes sense to trade back. If you're Ottawa, trade back. Yzerman or trade back. Come on. Unless they're going to really make some moves on defense in the offseason. What'd you say? Yeah. Boyer or Catton, I'll do it. Let's do it.
really cool. That's awesome.
Sanderson's their offensive guy. They're probably going to move on from somebody, but like, do they really need to go defense here? They don't need to go center if they're, unless they're really hell bent on trading Pinto, which I did not hear was the case at this time. I feel like I'm missing a winger. Oh, Yzerman. Yzerman's the guy. He makes the most sense in my opinion if they're going to go wing. They're letting it click down too. About 20 seconds left on the clock here for Ottawa. Come on, Danny. Come on.
We feel so blessed.
It's funny. I could see Silayev, excuse me, going here if they were to move on from a guy.
My wife and I got to meet them. They're very nice, and I still don't know how it's going to go. So I'm very happy.
Live's a wild card. He's a guy I could see going top 5, but I only listed 4 guys I know would go in the top 5, and they all went. Silayev is a wild card at this point, I guess. If Ottawa took him, I wouldn't be all that upset.
625 goals, Hockey Hall of Famer. We're good to see your son of Utah. So the Ottawa Senators.
Utah takes again. Vic is in. Here we go. They're saying defenseman. I could see Eisman. I don't see Catton. Don't do it. No trades, which is why we say that these picks are never really moved. Every time I've knocked on wood, it's been that wood.
Hospitality. Thank our fans back in the for the great support.
Another wild card.
The premier tour, the Senators
Off the board.
The selection aid to the Calgary Hitman of the WHL, Carter Yakub.
Yakimchuk goes. There's no yak bombs in Philly. There will be no yak bombs in Philly. They went defense. They took Yakimchuk, which means Boyum. They took him over Boyum. Boyum is still available. Catton is still available. Let's go. Come on, baby. So you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance, baby. He did not interview well from what I heard, Yakimchuk. Russ Cohen was not a fan when we had him on. Silayev's still out there. Dickinson's still out there. Come on, baby. Come on. Let the draft come to you. Let the draft come to you. I thank God. I feel the same way. Although there was a time I thought for sure they were taking Yakimchuk, but that was like 2.5 weeks ago. Hellenius, Catton. Got some names still available. Come on. Come on. Heisman's still out there. Seattle. You would, or Chabot. I feel like if they took Sylvia, Chikrin would have been the guy out. Silayev. I keep saying I want to like Sopranos again. Sylvia. Man. Look, would I have taken Yamachuk at 12? Yes. But the player's still available. I would much prefer to 12. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, it's one of those like guys I thought would be there still, and he's gone. But Seneca, remember Seneca went. That knocks guys down the trot.
It's time to start taking this forward now. An emotional night.
All right. What's Seattle do here, Jimmy? What's Seattle do, boys? Peeps. I think they go Parekh. I think they're a Parekh. Too bad Hackstall's not still there. He'd be like, draft Ghost for me. Come on.
They're very big on what?
Allegedly, after what came out about Hackstall with the hating the analytical stuff, before he was already fired. Yeah. It's just funny. Like, you got a coach that sucks and I can't stand this analytical stuff. I'm like, well, you probably could use all the help you could get, Al. Maybe you should listen. You got McDonald out there in every situation possible, but you don't like analytics. If I was a coach and I was performing very poorly, I would listen to anything I could get. I have to agree with Vegas here. At this point, there's no need to trade up. I don't think there's a move to be made. Even so, I really want Catton. He's my number one. Boyum, I could argue 1A, 1B, I'd say. They're that close. Boyum and Boyum and Catton, yeah. Actually, I think that's who Seattle takes. I think Seattle takes Boyum. No, I think Boyum. Yeah. Boyum, I keep doing it.
I love that.
Jimmy's been a Boyum fan since day one.
He does everything. I mean, he's not very physical. He's not big.
He's good. He has one of the highest ceilings of the defensemen.
physicals becoming less and less.
They do. How tall is he again?
games.
They want to get bigger. So the way that the board is falling, that they would probably take Salayev at this point because they want to get bigger, and that'd be a gift at 12. I don't think he makes it there. There's a lot of names out there. They could go any direction, and we really wouldn't be all that surprised. But I think Seattle will take William.
What's the probability now of the Flyers trade?
Less, much less. Doesn't make so. A team like Utah wanted to make a splash because they're a new franchise, technically. Didn't do it. Ottawa, but like the teams that would finish that low, that would trade that pick, like Ottawa, they were supposed to make the playoffs. They obviously faltered. You could see that they just traded for Olmark. You know, I could see them making a move to put themselves into contention. If those two teams didn't do it, then I'm kind of like, why would these other teams do it? Like these guys missed the playoffs, obviously.
And we're obviously
Maybe they could.
try and make a big splash ourselves, but we want someone really good.
Well, we're rebuilding.
Why would we?
We're rebuilding. They're weird. They're
get like a 13, 14 selection overall.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It just seems a new franchise. It makes more sense for them to draft. No, I think trading up's over.
They're going to get one of either.
It was mentioned in our chat, and I agree with it. Too many names right now still available. You don't have to jump up for anybody unless you really love Catton.
So what's written at 8 pick 8?
Yeah, it's 8th pick.
9, 10, 11. So you just gotta hope that somebody random goes in between.
Thing with Calgary is I think now that Nginla's off the board is I think they go best player available. Dickinson and Salayev are two very good picks. Yeah, they Boyum as well. Like Parekh, like I honestly hope the pick is Parekh because I know it's a guy the Flyers wouldn't take, and I just wanted somebody above us to take him.
So what are we looking at? Our number
I
one
think
pick
it's Boyum.
is Cat.
For me, it'd be Catton. Yeah,
We need center.
they could maybe the other team that goes Yzerman, but I think it's Boyum. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a defenseman in general. Let's see. Here it is. Pick us in, baby. I was gonna say alumni.
Just bring these dudes up with you. Why are they?
I know. Let's draw it out.
It's
Might as well play
time.
theme music like wrestling. Yeah, there's like what? Look up here. I hope we're live. You hit the live button, right? Just kidding. People are talking to us. I'm only kidding. Here we go.
The Seattle Kraken found to select from the Spokane Chiefs.
All right.
Berkeley Cat.
And there it is.
Yo, fuck Seattle and everything they stand for.
So what were you saying? What were you saying, Mark? And I was like, oh, Cat. You're like, oh.
Well, Zegras to the Flyers confirmed. Oh my! Wow, that sucks. If I didn't have blue balls before, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. That sucks. Fuck Seattle. Oh. Dude, another forward in a defensive heavy draft. It has been forward city. What is going on? What is happening?
So I still get to worry about because everyone was talking about Cat, and I'm like, this kid is so good, and he's going to be a center. Why wouldn't he go in the top 10?
Well,
It's all about
you
need
talked
and
him into
demand.
existence, you motherfucker.
It's all about need and demand.
Supply and demand.
They need.
So now I think it's been years.
Yes.
So now it's been years and Cat.
Who else they have?
Who else they have it? I mean, you talk
Oh,
about the
they
Flyers.
have
Who are the
no.
Flyers?
Who they draft 4th overall? Who supposed to be Shane Wright? They got Shane Wright. Yeah.
The Flyers.
Not looking very good.
Flyers.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it!
Couturier, yeah.
Oh, fucking bullshit, fake team,
And then we traded. Yeah,
motherfucker.
I was happy to cut them last year, but now it's like-
This was bound to happen. Last year was too perfect. This was bound to happen. We have to
can
just.
still get Bouillon,
There's players still on the board. There's players still on the board. Yes.
Salayev.
Rob, can you hand me my phone? Thanks. Fuck, man.
Malcolm Chuck and Cat.
Dangerous area and can execute those really difficult plays. So you see him hitting his teammate there in front of the net. He's not afraid to make that
Cat
pass.
reminds
And
me
that's
of
a very
Drew
difficult pass to make, and he makes it with ease.
I've been so there, right?
Great at quality zone entry with speed.
Oh,
That's a shot.
I thought San Jose was moving up to take Yakam Chucks, and now I wonder if they're going to fucking take Heisman.
That's okay. I'm okay with that, depending on who's still available. We don't need wings. We don't. Now, if we did take Eisman, how much does that feel like you replace Gauthier in a way? It's just an option. Hellenius? Center. Yeah, center. He strikes me as like lower ceiling, but higher floor. I think he's a second line center. Honestly, I don't think he's a first line guy. I don't think he has any. And I think it's a ceiling. But we need a number one. We need a number one.
At the same time.
All right, here's a good comment by Vegas. 4 picks left. 4 picks left till Flyers pick. Currently a bit. Well, he has Berkeley Catton on here, but Boyum, Dickinson, Sylvia, and Perek. Those are 4 guys that could go, and it would be left with Eiserman and Hellenius and somebody I'm forgetting.
If the Flyers get William at 12, I'll streak down my street.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go. But
That's been my
if they get Perek at this point, I'd be happy.
Connolly and Green.
Nah, Green Tree I have later. I don't. Yeah, and he's a late riser too.
At this point, it's William or Bucks.
What is it? I feel like Calgary can go. I feel like Calgary can go in any direction.
Now's your time to sneak one in.
What does Calgary do here? I feel like who'd they trade? They moved on from defense, right? I think you go defense. Williams a pick.
Oh, that's who's up, Calgary.
They go on William. I think yes, he was best available, but you don't have that Calgary connection now. You're two. Remember they made that trade earlier in the season. They've moved on from defense, so I'm thinking William or Sylvan or Perek. You can go either or. They had a lot of success with puck moving defensemen in the past. When you look at Giordano and Hadfin and players of that nature, I mean, they could definitely go that direction. I think I'll just say this: they go defense. I think Calgary goes defense. And then you got the Devils could go Eiserman, and then San Jose. See what San Jose does. I hope they go defense. I guess I don't hope because who's left on offense that I really want? I don't know. I hate this. I think San Jose would go defense. It's too much available.
Somebody take Sam Dickinson.
Dickinson and several of these guys should have been going by now. That's the problem.
Let's see sleep.
I can't believe Seneca went that high. I cannot believe that. You don't see that very often. Come on. Yeah, somebody take Haig. He was a late riser. Take those late risers. Watch the Flyers end up with Solberg. I don't know if I'd be pissed. To answer this question, because I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, will not cure the blue balls. I'm sorry. Wouldn't hurt, though. Here we go. Calgary. Don't fuck us. Come on, Craig.
The Calgary Flames are proud to select at number 9. Memorial Cup champs.
Breck went. Okay. There you go. Like you say, puck moving defenseman. They had success in the past. A guy the Flyers were not going to take. That helped us out. Boyum is still alive. The Boyum dream still alive, baby. The Devils aren't going to go deep. It's San Jose. Fucking San Jose, motherfuckers.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, so who's now?
Devils. Devils at 10.
Devils aren't going.
Eiserman. They're not going 10.
I swear to God, if San Jose takes William,
That's it, man.
swear.
But there's still 3 other defensemen available. The Flyers are going to get a good defenseman at 12. You're going to either get Salayev, Boyum, or Sam Dickinson. I'm okay with that. They might take Hellenius on us. They might.
William or Buck?
But with Boyum's there, you got to do it. Come on. Too many defensemen available. Take advantage of these other teams going full. Oh, I almost got myself canceled. Woohoo! Going stupid. Being stupid. Oh. This is it, baby. Oh, Chad agrees with us. Come on. Let's go. I think Elenius is out for me at this point.
Give us a Greek god.
It does have a Greek god sounding name, yes. Elenius, god of ice. I'm good. But they got defense. You know what I mean? Marshawn Lynch making an appearance with Seattle, courtesy of Skittles.
What happened? Why did you not run the ball? Why did they throw it? That's the first thing I'm fucking off sack.
Well,
I'm serious. I don't get found. Wow, we got a lot cooking on here. Jim's had enough. Cheers. Who do we want? Does everybody want Booyah?
William is my number one with, I guess, number two. I mean,
Big 6'7".
at 12, you can take that swing.
AI compared him to Zdeno Chara. So he's not completely offensively inept. It's just going to take him a little while to develop that.
I
Right.
don't like developing.
It's going to take it.
With that size and skating ability, it's rare.
Now, but Sam Moore.
No, he was all size. That's not true. It's not true. He was just big. Sammy Moore was just big. He did not have the skating that Slive has.
And he didn't have the shot.
Oh, baby.
He's a big boy on ice, which is
I can't believe Boyum's still out there. Boyum, this is his last chance to make it. Boyum's last chance to make it into the top 10. Could you imagine that? This is Boyum's last chance to be a top 10 pick, and I don't see the Devils taking. That's fucking weird.
Every mock had him going top 5. So.
Right? Or he was. I thought he could go 3 much more than Seneca. What the hell?
So the Devils are built to win already, right?
They have enough defensemen. Think about the guy, Luke Hughes. The other guy drafted number 2 overall was a defenseman. They have other
shopping around a little bit.
Really?
I mean, he had a couple-
Defensemen take longer to develop. They're ready to win now. They're going to take a defenseman. I see Eiserman. I see Eisman.
what about the Greek god boys? Come on.
Did they need a center? I don't think they got Jack Hughes. They got I don't know. I see Winger.
It's got to be an argument, right?
I see Eiserman. I think Eiserman makes sense. Or they go completely off the board and they take like a Haig or a I don't know Jett Luchanko type something like there's like another guy in that range I'm not thinking of right now. I don't see them going defense. If I'm them, maybe. Odin's pissed.
Yeah, he hates these.
Odin's not a fan. Maybe this is where Trevor Connolly goes. Be my guest. Take him.
So,
Please.
You take Eisman, who's a left, but Hellenius, who's a
Center.
right wing center.
Mainly center.
And what do we need?
Center. That's the Flyers. Talk about Devils.
We had
Damn.
a guy on that said his ceiling is second.
Vegas saying they're shopping Marino. Marino's the move. He was a center, moved to wing, yeah. Oh, Cat and Yakin the Dream is dead. Can you believe that? Quick, yeah. What a weird. They're going D. They're going D. We'll figure out center. Zegras will be a Flyer. It's official.
Don't do it. They always talk us New Jersey.
They don't know how to draft.
He's right.
They're idiots.
Don't they?
Nico Herschel.
Floyd
Patrick.
Ross.
Nico Herschel.
Yeah.
Noah Patrick. That was well played on that.
They didn't take McCarr or Heiskanen or Pedersen.
You don't have that many.
All 4 of you.
Yeah. Up there in Trent.
Did you hear that? I heard one like, ooh. Wow, how ironic. So they're drafting a goalie.
What do you like?
Don't do it.
Salayev! They went
deep.
defense. They went defense. All right, you know what? I'm over it. They went Salayev.
One more fucking pick.
Dude, San Jose. San Jose is going to ruin Jimmy's night. It's going to happen. They've drafted centers. today and last year, they're gonna take Boyum, and Jimmy is gonna fucking rage. I'm just saying, he's going to rage. So Sam Dickinson will be a Flyer. That's how it's gonna go. I hope I'm wrong, but here we go. Oh my God, Irishman's still out there. Woo. Yeah, you expected it to be. I'm kind of glad we're not rolling the dice again. We've been burnt so many times between Ristolainen and mainly Moran. Come on, Fanny Pack. Fanny Pack, put you, Jimmy. William coming home.
Where was Scott Lawton picked?
22, 21, something like that.
Where was Sam Moran picked?
13,
Where are we picking?
12.
7?
Ristolainen was picked at like 9 that same year. Something like that.
I'm not a pessimist. I am.
You're a pessimist. You say I'm not a pessimist, then you say some pessimistic
I'm an
thing.
optimist when they pick my
That's how I felt last year. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. No trades again, leaving me with like the ultimate blue balls. You know what? There you go, Vegas. Vegas. What if Sharks go Eisman? Need a winger to play with your centers, right? Huh?
But they also
They're putting Musty, don't they?
Yeah.
You need more though. You need more than that.
And it makes a lot of
Does make sense from the good day. And Boyum is a gift there. Sam Dickinson's ranked higher though.
Take them.
Sam Dickinson's ranked higher. I'd be happy with Dickinson and Felder though. I'll be honest. I want Boyum.
I would be okay, but I would not be excited. You know what I mean? Like I would be excited
For Dickinson? I know. I feel like Dickinson's floor is higher than his ceiling, which is not the worst thing in the world because I feel like at this point we're building a defense that doesn't have a true number one, but could be much like Florida's. That you have a good defense and you load up on offense. Hope your goaltending is there, and it's been done. Or you
dumped us for a reason. I swear about it.
Flyers Johnny saying Boyum or Eisman. It's true. One of the two will be available when we select, if not both. They were impressed with Eisman's interview. They were Fanny Pack's not a fan of Dickinson. He'd rather have Hellenius. It's not uncalled for.
Can't help wonder if they go Rob.
Damn right.
Who's your guy again?
Greek God.
The Greek God. The Greek God. Well, he sounds okay. Roman.
I think he's Swedish or Finnish.
Oh, I know. Oh, I thought you're.
He's from Finland.
No. I didn't mean literally. I thought you meant like the God you were attempting.
He sounds like he's a Greek god.
Yes. A Greek hockey player. That's silly.
He let one out.
He'd have a nose like Coburn. I'm getting canceled.
There he is. Finds the hell in it from Finland.
Oh my God, man. This is long.
But he's starting to slide. Some people, he's kind of polarized. Some people, I think,
Who's there? He's not a top pick, dude. I think everybody kind of sees that.
kind of run into some trouble overthinking it and looking for blemishes for what he's done. Also, really celebrating one last.
Game in general too, because he
Oh, baby. 45 seconds left on the clock. What are they going to do?
Come on, we're next. They're not trading up. They're not fucking trading up. If we trade up now, you're just giving away
Look,
shit.
either
You're
way,
giving away shit.
we're getting a solid defenseman the way I look at it.
We're not getting defense. We're going
Right.
center. We're going
You
center.
could be right. I don't think so, but you
We're
could
going
be.
center.
He could be. I hope we'll talk about it after they draft. Oh, man, 20 seconds left on the clock for San Jose. Jimmy, it comes down to this. All that offseason watching of these defensemen, the first defenseman you get over here, they come to the podium. The first defenseman Jimmy was all in on was Boyum. He loved Boyum. He loved everything he did. He released that dream a while ago, knowing it wouldn't happen until today, because it could happen, and only these stupid-ass Sharks stand in his way. They've already drafted Celebrini. They got Will Smith last year. They could use Yzerman, but they could certainly use defense. But Dickinson's also available. Here we go, Jimmy!
Jack's getting me all juiced up here. Don't do it.
I'm getting you juiced up.
Yeah,
Dickinson. Oh my God, boy, it's available. Now, will the Flyers do it, or will they Chuck Fletcher us? Will they trade back?
There's still options. That's the thing. Hit those fucking
Oh my God, Boyum fell to 12. Whoever had that on your bingo card, you are a winner. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Oh, what is the issue with Boyum? I heard nothing negative. Did you ever hear any negative interviews? Tom, I don't really care about.
I don't think he's a top line guy.
No, I don't think much of these guys are. I don't think Dickinson is. I think he's a guy who could play on top line, but I don't think he's the number one defenseman. I'm talking about his ceilings. William does everything right. You need that guy, though. You need that guy. You need that guy. Oh, baby.
From Finland, Costa.
Run to that podium. Run.
The Hunters are some of the best hockey lines in all of hockey. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them ends up in the NHL next year.
That's a good frame, too. 10 more
He has that capability. Look at this end-to-end, right? Takes the puck.
Yeah.
He's comfortable with it. He finds the space.
What do you need, Paul? What do you need?
Jim, do I need to go outside for this? Are you going to cream your pants in front of all of us?
If they don't take him, I'll be a little bit.
It depends on who they do take, though, right? Do we see our first trade? All this trade up talk, do they trade back? I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless they know something we don't, but
Unless somebody wants to trade up.
Oh,
I thought he was announcing a trade.
they got me last time with that. Let's fucking go.
Don't let us
Brent Flair. This is an easy one, buddy. He's not on the phone. He's looking around like he's lost, which scares me a little bit. That's probably a product of Fletcher, but he'll be okay.
How cool is that on the Las Vegas film?
Oh, I love it. Love it.
That's fucking cool, isn't it?
It's awesome. It's even better. William to Philly. Let's go. Come on. Build. What does Heath Jones say? You build from the net out. They want defensemen. Although I will say, how tall is William again? That's not exactly what they were looking for, getting bigger on the back end, but you need talent. Ultimately, you need talent. See, they probably would have taken Dickinson, but come on, Boyum is available.
What you trade? What would you do? You trade back for a better first round pick next year? Is that?
I don't. I think they're out of it. Depends. Well, if somebody was trading from like the late 20s, maybe, but
20s down.
But I don't think so. Briere's up, and it looks like he was. It looked like he was sitting back down. Looked like he was sitting that down. Yeah. Vegas with a very good point here. Makar isn't that big either, but I hear he's good. Very true. That's a good point. I can't argue that. Really?
Trade here.
According to NRD, I don't think the Flyers want to take this. I don't think they want to use this pick. I don't think they're gonna
Here, all this time, they're trading up, the 4th, the 6th, the 7th. Brady Briere is on the phone. Briere is on the phone. He's not saying anything, which means somebody is talking sweet nothings into his ear, hoping for a trade down. Maybe they trade for a player. Ooh, what can happen here, baby? They're talking, they're looking, they're talking. They got a little over a minute left on the clock.
Bring him to the phone, Danny. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny.
Yeah, come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. What you got, Dan? Hey, big balls, Briere. He's got balls of steel, baby, and they're huge. They're huge. Oh, man.
If they don't make
You
a trade,
think it has to be Boyum? You think it has to be Boyum? I think it's going to be Boyum. Could be Yzerman. Could be Hellenius. Could be a trade. There's a lot of awful chatter on that phone as we go under 30 seconds before they make the pick. Oh, Jimmy, how you feeling right now? Hey, the big Boyum fan. Take a nice big swig here.
Let's be real. It's not an obvious pick. I won't boo you.
He's not obvious here, I don't think.
Maybe the Ducks trade in and Zegers comes to fit. Danny Brière's up. He's whispering to somebody. He's whispering. Oh. He whispered to somebody and that person went away. And the time went to 0. Anthony DeMeo is saying a trade. He's saying there's a trade. Danny Brière sat back down. He has sat back down.
Shit.
He's taking a swig of water. I don't know what else to. I'm not a play-by-play guy, but I'm trying.
Look at him. He's there. He looks so good.
Oh,
He's sucking his bottom lip. Fuck that guy.
what is happening? He's not getting up. Now, wait. Oh, he just rearranged his chair. He's still sitting.
There you go, Danny. Way to stand your ground.
Was a trade already in the works
Give us a first.
that we
Give
didn't
us a
know
first
about?
in 2025.
They were ready to pull. You only got 3 minutes to make it happen.
Give us a real nice first in 2025.
Somebody, there's almost guaranteed there's a trade. He's on the phone again. Danny is on the phone again. Neither him or Brent Flair look very happy right now. We'll get over it. That's a good way to keep your job.
Drama.
Original host here.
Drama.
South African rap.
Love the drama.
Drama. Oh. They're mentioning Scott Lawton. Oh, come on. Give me a mega trade. Something stupid.
Yeah, I want something.
I don't want to trade down for picks. Give me something ridiculous.
Give us some fucking.
There is definitely a trade. There is no doubt in my mind. There is a trade. There's a trade, Shelton. Ty, come on. There's a trade, baby. What is it? Who is it? Who were they rumored to trade down with anybody? Was it? It's not Buffalo. They're one pick behind them. This is taking way too long, which tells me this has got to be involved. There's got to be multiple parts to this trade.
Yes, I want multiple parts. You're right. Give him that guy.
Secrets to Philly. Once they lost out, did they? No, it was all me. I just said that.
Quick sweat in your boots, Danny.
This is taking way too long. This is like waiting for Montreal to make their pick. It's like waiting for Carey Price to make a pick right now. This is taking way too long. You get 3 minutes. The clock stopped after 30 seconds, and it has been in suspended animation like last year when Carey Price forgot who he was supposed to take. Always with the Flyers. Always bullshit. Always some kind of bullshit. Now this guy has returned that he talked to about the trade. Brière's nodding. He said, yep. Looks like he said, yep. Turned away. He's looking around. There's no, that grin isn't there.
He doesn't look happy now.
Yeah, he looks very, wait. That grin's sneaking. I couldn't see a microphone blocked it. He might be sneaking. Oh, baby. Come on.
Baby.
Come on, Danny. What do you got up your sleeve, you son of a bitch? Oh, I got people blowing on my phone. I cannot answer you right now because I don't know. Can't take my eyes off. Here we go. Here's the trade.
He's got the pink sheet.
Oh my God, it's a novel. It is John Steinbeck, The Pearl. Your summer reading for this summer.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh boy.
You should have just picked food.
Prepare yourselves, everybody. It's only our future. Oh boy.
At least
Oh boy. Here we go.
All right, where's this?
Come on.
Draft history about to be made.
Holy shit.
Why is it this?
Trade alert. Trade alert. Oh,
Flyers.
oh my God. Oh my God. We have a trade.
Pick number 12 in the 2024 NHL draft to Minnesota in exchange for Minnesota's own first round pick number 13. And
One pick back.
own third round
Fine with me. It's not as nearly as exciting as I thought it'd be. Flyers pick up a third round pick, moving back one slot.
And picking up a third round pick.
All that for that?
Who do we give up in that trade? Like, I mean,
so
they're
Minnesota's
gonna
on the
pick.
clock, so we picked up a pick just for trading back one position.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
so who did Minnesota want so badly? I mean, if we still get like a Boyum, how could you be against that? Not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. Why that took 9 translators to figure out, I don't know.
They take my fucking guy. I have no idea what Minnesota.
Danny, do it again.
We picked up a 3rd round pick.
Jimmy,
Hopefully,
Jimmy's
we
here.
package that
Hey,
later to
hey,
move up
fans,
with
I'm
our other
fucking
1st round
again.
pick.
Third round picks.
But who did we lose
Okay.
here? Who is Minnesota taking?
Third round picks, maybe.
What does Minnesota need, fellas?
Everything.
Is it Boyum?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they could use Boyum.
Yeah, 'cause
They could use Eiserman, right?
have offense. I don't know.
Why do we get Rossi in this pick? What the hell is this trade? What the fuck?
Yeah, you're essentially doing-
And it's a 2020. It's a 3rd round 2025 pick. Excuse me.
So what would make you pick? You just trade it up. Lawyer.
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
I love the balls of the Flyers that actually make a trade. The only team in the last 2 years to make a fucking trade during the rookie draw. Give you that. Was it anything super exciting? No. You traded back one pick and you got the 3rd rounder. In addition.
As long as they don't lose anybody they wanted. You only move back one spot.
But only team that had the balls to do something like that. Give them that. Gotta give them. Yeah, are they missing out on Jimmy's play? Yeah.
Walk your ass up there.
Here we go. Gurren making his way up. See what we traded for. Let's see what we get. I can't believe it.
Can't take
You think they'll do that?
The pick is in. We are on
Who do
the
you
stage.
want to take with the
Who
pick?
was
Yeah,
worth
I mean,
it?
First question out.
Yeah, we'll give it to you, but
I'll give it to you. but
I hope it's like Hag or something.
if you're gonna, yeah.
Age,
Do you
whatever.
think that's in the conversation?
I would try to make it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, they're just awesome. They just get paid millions of dollars.
Minnesota Wild, proud to select
Don't.
from the University of Denver.
Fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? Unreal.
This
dude.
might be bad news.
Unfucking
Wow. There are going to be some pissed off Flyers fans with that one. Jimmy included.
Unreal.
Probably leading the charge. He falls into your lap. You trade down one spot for a 3rd rounder next year, and they go and take. You need defense, and they go and take that. I guess Eiserman's the pick or Hellenius. I mean, I guess they were out on defense.
Gotta be a lane.
I think Fanny Pack here is showing how Jimmy feels right now. Capital letters, and it ain't a good word.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Ouch. That's what I'm thinking. That's a 4-letter word I'm thinking right now. Ouch. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey guys, there's a reason we didn't pick it.
Wow. I don't know. I got nothing.
When you've got young players that want smoke, he wants.
Hey, guys, before y'all go texting everyone,
I don't understand this shit.
have you ever been disappointed in Briere's decisions?
Not yet. I'm about to find out.
Oh, there's this kid. Is that his mom? Like,
So give him a little bit of faith.
I cannot believe that. Clearly,
Give him a little
far
bit
and
of
away, the best player available.
faith. Give him a little bit of faith. Maybe he knows something everyone else doesn't. Maybe that's why he traded.
Build from the
I don't know. I could be
defense out, and they don't take the best player available on defense. Oh boy, Sheldon, don't do it. Remember, he got Michkov, and Michkov's here. Don't do it. I understand the frustration, but don't jump ship. This isn't. Let's wait. Let's see the full picture here. Don't do it. Oh, back on text us thing. Who are we hoping for? You don't even want to answer.
whatever's left. I guess.
Yeah.
Finish God.
I think that's going to be who it is.
If it's either Eiserman or for Hellenius.
Briere said if it comes down to center or wing, they're taking the center.
Damn right.
Bullshit.
Damn right.
Fuck, man.
I thought that was an easy one. I really did. I feel like they're unless Solberg, that was a late rumored pick to the Flyers. I guess if other guys weren't there, unable to trade up, nobody fell to them that they liked. You thought Boy would be an easy one. Apparently, that's not the case. They pick up a third rounder in next year's draft. Is that worth it? That's a tough pill to swallow if you're Flyers fans. Let's see what they do here. All right, it looks like they're either waiting for a trade offer to come through, or they got their guy and they're just waiting for the clock to tick down. There is no movement at the table. For all the speculation we had coming into this moment, they have really rolled the dice with fans here. If he's good, Briere's going to look like an asshole. It is what it is. I love Briere. He's got balls.
He's allowed one mistake, man. How many mistakes has he made?
I can't say he's
How
made
many
any.
great moves has he made?
They've liked Yzerman's interview, allegedly. You replace Cutter in a way. If you draft Yzerman, you pick up a third-round pick for next year, which is supposed to be a stronger draft, although the third round is really worth it. We'll see. Let's see. I'm shocked.
You can question him, but you can't hate him.
Sounds like they're going to go Hellenius. Maybe they trade again.
Finish stuff.
The offseason is going to be that much more interesting. You have Michkov coming this year. You need centers. Is Hellenius your guy because he's more NHL ready? He can play quicker. If that's why you chose that over better talent, that could bite you in the ass. That could really burn you. He is really rolling the dice here. Oof. That's tough. I don't know how you don't take point. I cannot believe he fell and you don't take him. This is Jimmy's version of it's the Sixers. Yeah. This is Jimmy's Cole Caulfield. This is Jimmy's Cole Caulfield moment, much like mine was in 2019. You handle it better.
Well, now it's like, all right, I guess we'll take whatever's left. You know?
That doesn't feel good. We'll take whatever's left. Honestly, to be honest, I think I want Yzerman at this point. I just feel like maybe there's something more there.
I'm done with the finished guy. Right wing center.
I have a low ceiling. I'm sorry. Yeah, low ceiling on Hellenius. I have a higher floor. They'll reach the NHL faster, but I don't see it. I'd be okay with the pick. I'm disappointed. Yzerman's still available.
Dude, we can trade that down.
Cannot believe they didn't take William. Cannot believe that.
We can trade
This will truly be the first time people start to question Briere's decision making, not because he couldn't trade up, because he didn't take what fell into his lap. Is it really worth a third rounder next year? Tells me they just weren't interested in the player. They want to get bigger on the back end, but is it worth giving up that kind of talent?
Time will tell.
Again?
I kind of hope so.
Time will tell. Yeah, get up there. Fuck it.
Pile up there.
You're
Dan.
talking.
Jackie
There's no
again.
time on the clock.
Jackie again.
Oh, Teef Jones is up. They have a jersey. Brent Flair, Briere. Here we go.
Seneca.
He's off the Seneca. They don't look happy. Things did not even Hilferty doesn't look happy. He's the most happy-go-lucky
What are you
guy.
talking about?
Whoever's left.
Here we go, boys. Fans, this is it.
I think this was a calculated move. I think this played out well for us.
Just be somebody that we want.
We were not talking like that a couple minutes. You just like the Greek god,
I
who's
did.
not Greek.
He's not Greek. He's Finnish. Goddamn.
The Greek Finnish god. Here we go. Oh boy, pick is in. Briere's on the stage.
We have a special guest to make our
Come in, Michkov.
Philly native.
Hall of Fame announcer, boxing announcer, Michael Buffer.
Michael Buffer's making the pick. Let's go.
He's from Philly. I never knew that.
I didn't know that either. Actually, I think I knew that about his brother. So I guess.
I guess he's a good Vegas guy.
Wow.
All to announce, not Steve Booty.
And it's not. Oh God. It's gonna make this pick even more painful.
You guys drug me out here to announce.
Heisman.
This year's season,
Give me let's get ready to rumble at least.
7-game World Championship.
Give me the fin. Replace Demo for me, baby.
Of the excitement and talent that is
Anything
the
to drag this shit out.
Now, it's an honor for me to be a part of this year's draft. And as a born and raised
We all thought it was Mishkov. It's
me, it
Michael
is
Bubble.
a thrill to announce this next selection.
The Flyers have traded the pick.
Hometown.
All right, this
So let's
Make the pick.
with the 13th pick in the first round,
It
the
is.
city of brotherly love welcomes the Philadelphia Flyers selection, weighing in officially at 187 pounds. 5'11",
I think that's
on
Heisman.
the 12 storm, he is Jett.
Luchanko.
That's a pretty cool entrance. That's a really cool fucking entrance.
I mean, I liked the guy, but at 13 over Hellenius?
They didn't like it. So now there's no wonder why they traded back. They obviously didn't like everyone else.
This guy's projected to go.
Well, at first, he's been moving up a little bit lately, but I still get your point. We got a lot of wows, a lot of who's, a lot of.
They
I
could've traded
cannot-
back even further.
This is a really
Yeah.
good, steady offensive player.
Is it though?
It's not gonna wow, but it's gonna make plays. I like the comparable of Suzuki.
That's your comparable, Nick Suzuki? He was drafted 13. I guess I'm excited about that. What?
Good solid pick here. Saw his combine
I
number.
I feel like they're being nice. Good solid pick here.
Yeah, we're trying to find.
Eiserman, Boyum, Hellenius, all available. Wow.
Nice guy, tries hard. That's what we need.
Nice guy, tries hard. Yeah. Yeah, that's championship.
One of the players too, what's really interesting-
I like Luchanko, and this irks me. This irks me. Wow.
They just draft your position, Jack.
24.
If that's what it feels like.
He's 24, man.
This is what happens when you draft for need.
Continue to acquire high-end talent.
I think Craig Button came out like 2 months ago and said the Flyers were going to take Luchanko.
If they get extra stuff, and is their guy still there? Well, I should be on the board. We'll find out their pick next.
I can't even look at my phone right now. I'm so distraught. Yeah, they better trade up with that other first and get somebody else.
Suddenly got hot, dude. Didn't it? Sweat.
Start to smell.
Straight at.
He's doing correct timing.
If you don't stand your ground, it's like the previous owner is still hanging around.
Well, who else disappointed? I thought that I'd take your guy.
Be a good
Maybe
player.
two guys.
Be a good player. Only 17. A lot of time to develop. Probably won't be here.
Jim, you're being requested to empty your liquor cabinet. At this point, they trade down for Boyle and take Luchanko.
Day is ruined. Jim can now empty his liquor cabinet. I'm
I
disappointed.
can't send GIFs. I hate. Why? Is it broken? I can't tweet. I cannot tweet. Oh boy.
Well,
Miller's guy was there and they didn't take him either.
who was that?
He liked Eiserman. I mean, when you false, well, I should say false in Eiserman's case, but I can't believe the Boyum thing. We were fucking ecstatic. I mean, this is so reminiscent, and I hope I'm wrong this time, of fucking Fletcher and Caulfield. Look, we got York out of that, so maybe this is one of those scenarios, and I should like pump my brakes. But talk about, I had blue balls already, and then they pull that bullshit. Ooh,
Anaheim drafted Seneca, right? right? So if you want a Zegras,
I can't believe they didn't take William. I cannot believe it. And that's who they take.
Yeah, take it. Trade it.
And I'm saying this as a guy who likes, well, I like York too, but like, again, he was in the 17, 18, 19 range. We were drafting at what, 12 and then 14. Well, William could have been top 5, top 10. He falls and you trade, and who gets, like we did with, when we traded back, or no, we drafted and then they took, what's his name? When you trade and they take the guy you want, you're like, that's who we should have taken. No Elanius.
Who knows though?
UFC 303.
Charlie O'Connor's not happy about it. He likes Luchanko, but Elanius would have been his pick. What is happening?
The finished odds.
Do they think he has a higher ceiling? Is that what it is? How tall? He's 5'11" in
See,
center.
one thing is are we going by rankings or did he actually watch the two players?
True.
I mean,
It's true. It's Brett Flair. I have more benefit of the doubt now than I did in 2019. I'll be honest. Because Cam York's a very good player, and he's an anchor on our defense. So it is what it is. But it's hard to swallow, knowing what was available. I don't know. I mean, Buffalo, I thought we were going to go D, but now I think, yeah, I guess they could because they traded away Middlestat, right? So they it makes sense for them.
I would be shocked.
The only way I feel better about this is the Flyers trade their first rounder and trade up and grab like Yzerman or Solberg or something like that.
NHL skill player. Let's say our great fans from Buffalo watching to make our selection tonight. Will be Florida Sabres captain, current head coach, Lindy Rudd.
Somehow this guy is back in Buffalo.
Cool save to swing beyond.
Yep. And Tally Shelton's Flyers Twitter is turning on Dan. It don't take much. It don't take much.
The Buffalo Sabres would like to select from the Finnish men's league.
Fucking hey!
How's it feel?
Hellenius goes to Buffalo. And Hellenius immediately goes to Buffalo.
Come on, man. Your boy went before. My man boy went off there.
What is happening? Yzerman's still out there. It's the only thing that can save Danny right now is some kind of trade up. As far as Twitter's concerned. It's the only thing that can save Briere right now.
Not Twitter, that Twitter's making
Fuck
the pick.
dude.
Yeah, Fanny Pack makes a good point here. Benson and Hellenius now in Buffalo. Flyers drafting small. Eric Wisniewski. Flyers Twitter is turning on Danny. What is happening? I'm going to wake up from this dream. I'm going to wake up and we're going to have the 4th overall pick. I'm going to wake up. At this point, if this is the way the draft's going, they should have traded the fucking 3 first-round picks and a roster player. Oh, my goodness.
That's Brent Flair.
Yeah, you're right. It is Brent. That's Brent Flair, who did not look happy by any stretch of the imagination. You think he only did research on the top 12 guys in the draft, maybe 11.
He's overriding scouts for a third-round pick.
Look at this dude. He's a killer. He looks like the dude from Game of Thrones. This little blonde-haired shitty boy.
Oh, we're going to have a lot to talk about and dissect. This team never fails to give us content. Never. It's unbelievable. It's unfathomable for the first time in Briere's tenure, and I'm not even counting the Cutter bullshit. This is the first time fans are truly questioning his decision-making. We already have a pick much higher than it should have been based on how we performed. We need top-end talent. Boyum falls to you. You take a third round for next year for him and draft Jett Luchanko, who's a solid pick, but not at all what we were expecting. And when you look at how much they wanted to trade up, how much between 4th, 6th, and 7th, and all of that, it almost feels like they got caught with their pants down. They didn't like who was available here, and they just kind of traded back, grabbed what they couldn't make any more trades, and made the pick on a guy that they somewhat liked. That's not good. Could be wrong. I hope we're wrong. I love speed. I love that he's a center, but when you draft for need over talent, it usually bite you right in your juicy ass. And I really hope that is not the case here. Can they salvage this draft? Can they do something with 32 and move up with somebody? We have been the only trade in the draft so far. Does not look like the Red Wings are going to do anything. We'll see. Oh, they're chatting a little bit. We'll never know. God damn.
I do have an argument for you, Jeff.
That's why I put you on the pod in the first place. Always had an argument for me. What you got? And your Connect Me 50th anniversary jersey.
Here's my argument. Whenever you pick someone after the 10th pick overall, how often are they likely to turn out?
Depends on the draft.
Look at
First rounders are expected to turn out.
Let me finish. Look at Boston with the 3 picks they made.
They got caught with their pants down.
Look at Sammy Morin.
They drafted what they thought they had Pronger.
I feel like if you're picking off a 10, you're like.
This whole draft was a bit of a crapshoot. Let's not kid ourselves. But it's more so that they let Boyum go. If it wasn't Boyum,
you might be right.
Boyum. If it wasn't Boyum and it was just Hellenius, I could live with that more. But there was somebody on the board that you really liked, and they
trading a bum, and we don't know it yet because time will tell.
Oh, fans are pissed. Fans are pissed. The fucking Flyers look pissed, and I don't like that. When you look at the board and nobody looks happy, you're telling me you didn't have a big board where you can get somebody you really like. It feels like you're taking this like exactly. You're reaching because you like the guy and you have him in a tier with others, and everybody in that tier higher tier is gone. How is Boyum not in that other tier? You think you're good on defense? I don't think so. I really like Bonk. I really like York. I really like Andre. But like other than that, like. Come on, you can use a lot more than that. You don't have to reach on a Jett Luchanko. I can't believe it. I don't hate the pick, but I kind of do hate the pick. Does that make sense? Based on how this draft is unfolded? Son of a bitch. I was saying how this draft is going to be so exciting, how things are going to be shaken up. Seneca goes 3rd overall. Flyers make the first trade as predicted, and they trade back 1 pick, pick up a 3rd rounder, let Boyum go to the Wild. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, God, I hope Yzerman stays out there. I got to hold on to some kind of hope that they – Jiricek's still out there. Jiricek's still out there. What's that? What?
How often does 10, 11, 12 turn out the way you want 10, 11, 12 to turn out? So if you're
depends on the draft.
If you're picking a player 10, 11, 12, is he going to be playing on your team for the next 6 years?
If it's 10, 11, 12, you would definitely hope so.
You would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
So Sammy Moore, no.
That's the outlier.
No,
that's the outlier.
Dude, I don't think so.
Yes,
I don't think so. So now
they drafted for size. They knew he was a project because they wanted a Pronger, and it bit him.
Yeah, all right. You might be right in all these cases. But if the Flyers saw a fault in that player and they said they don't want to take him because they have an issue with him,
what's the issue?
I'd rather stay away from him than go
Why
out.
do all these people who like do the draft for a living have him in top 5, top 10, and you falls you at 12? You need defense. You don't take him. Detroit making the pick.
I'd stay away from him just because there might be an issue. Because how often
Hold on.
does 11 or 12 come up?
4-time Stanley Cup champion.
Oh, Lidstrom?
7-time Norris Trophy winner. Hockey Hall of Fame.
7 times. Jesus Christ. Nicholas Lidstrom, baby.
Nick Lidstrom.
What is the greatest defenseman of all time? Yeah, he does. Please don't be Yzerman.
Overall pick, the Detroit Red Wings are proud to present from Moron of Hockey Michael Francis Nygaard.
Good. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. Yzerman's still available. Yzerman didn't take Yzerman. Yo, I gotta say this. I'm gonna say this on here. There's a lot of pundits out there that do a lot of good work. I was listening to the Anthony Gargano show. And they didn't know. They said, Yzerman, is he related to Yzerman? It was literally a different letter to the beginning of that last name, and they did not know the answer to that question. I don't think so. I'm like, yeah, okay. Now, the guys who do the hockey coverage on that show, phenomenal job. But the main show there, terrible. Yeah, it's a little wobbly. I'm not gonna lie.
This is like the first thing I bought when I was in, and it's just not put together.
This is how my wife would put something together. There's definitely a couple of screw loops. And John Elway at the drift. I cannot believe. Oh man.
I don't think it's as severe as what you think it is. I think it's okay. I think the trade is okay. I think we got it picked and we didn't trade much.
Here's the thing. Flyers were in a position going into this year where they were predicted to finish poorly, and we were okay with that because we needed the talent. They didn't finish poorly, but because they missed the playoffs, they still wound up with the 12th pick. You needed talent. You have a need at center, obviously, but you still need defense. You were in striking distance to draft a potential stud on defense. You traded back and took a guy who was probably the 4th, 5th, 6th ranked center, depending on how your board falls. I mean, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Here's my argument. Who was picked number 12 or number 13 last year?
You can't compare it. Every draft is
number
different.
12 or number 13 the year before.
Do you remember, Jim? Who was the 12th pick last year?
12 or number 13 the year before that.
Flyers drafted what, 7? So it's probably like, I think it was like Detroit took
12 and 13. Give me 3 years back.
no, Benson went around that range, didn't he? 14, 12, something.
So this is the deal.
Center.
You're arguing between a 12 and a 13, and you traded back, you got an extra pick for it, which now you can trade with that pick to come down.
Well, if they do it, I don't know if they do it.
Sure. If they do it.
That's the problem. It's looking pretty rare.
But it becomes
They got it.
like a nonchalant thing where it's like, okay. Jack, I don't think you get a generational player number 12 or 13. I'm sorry, I don't think you are.
No, the generational comes around once in a while. I want talent. I want a guy who he's got a high ceiling, but his floor is high. You get a nice piece that you can use on defense to
You're
go
not
along with
getting that
Bonk
at
and
12 or
York.
13.
You could. Williams shouldn't have been there. I think they could have got that. I think look what they did. They got Bonk at like 20 something. Look how good he's been. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Because Bonk's not even played in the NHL yet. Go back more. Give me another player who's drafted at 12. Who's a
No, you
who's a
can't
player.
go by the number because each draft is different.
No, I get that. I'm not arguing that. I know each draft has different strengths. Obviously.
I love Ryan Kessler.
Every draft is different. Brett Flair has been pretty rock solid to this point. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But holy shit, that was not what anybody expected. Well, look, we're hoping for the
Not
best.
at all.
We are definitely hoping that this. What, Jimmy? Oh, I'll let you finish your text. I'm sorry. I know we're all kind of angry, tweeting and texting at this point. Not you. What the expectations were to what we got, there is definitely concern. And my chat here is telling me, and I believe it. I think he could have traded up and given up too much and still gotten Demidov, and Twitter would have turned on him because that's how Twitter is. But now, I know, we know he did. Well, yeah, we know he did. But even if he succeeded, people would still roast him.
I think he tried, got turned down, and then he was like,
Here,
"Oh, fuck, I'm not
Vegas.
picking guys where I want them, so I'm just gonna
Vegas
pick
Flow.
guys.
Vegas Flow, here's the scouting report on Jett Luchanko. Here you go, Jimmy. This Dauber's review on Jett. There's enough skill to make him worth a first-round bet, but the combination of raw athletic ability, high motor, solid skating, and defensive acumen. I mean, that's nice for a guy in the 20s, right? He's worth a first-round bet.
I think that you're not focusing on the right thing. So I think you're focusing on the pick they took instead of the pick that they should get.
It's more so what was available when they were on the clock.
If your
Oh
boy
my
actually
God,
turns
Boyan
out
is available.
to be
Don't get him. I can't.
fucking
What a
sucks,
gamble.
Then Breer's gonna look like this.
When I say Briere has balls, this is not what I meant. This is not what I meant.
If my boy turns out to be,
Fanny Pack, how are the Phils doing right now? I haven't checked in. Hopefully nobody else got hurt. St. Louis Blues are making the pick Don't be Eiserman. Please don't be Eiserman. Don't be Solberg. Don't be Eiserman.
You gotta look at
Take
the guys
Trevor
that
Connolly.
you missed instead of the guys that you thought he would pick. So he missed on Jimmy's board, and look at that.
There goes Juracek. Not that I was gung ho about getting him, but just another. Ooh, Phillies 2-0. Whoa, who pitched tonight? Was it Sanchez? Was it Christopher Sanchez that pitched tonight?
Well, mine's like comparable to the top distribution.
I started him in fantasy, so that if he did, that'd be phenomenal for me.
Wrong sport, Jack.
We're waiting. Was it Christopher Sanchez?
Eiserman's still out there, 32.
Heiserman is still out there. Yes, it was Christopher Sanchez. That is huge for me. A complete game shutout. You know how many points that is?
Fireworks night.
The best news I got all night, and I did not think I'd be talking about the Phillies when I said that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a dynasty league. It's pretty legit. All right, so fellas, chat. Who is your best available player? Mine is obviously Eiserman, followed by Solberg, I guess. I would have had Luchanko third on that list, but he's already a flyer. Ooh, Robbie hates Steve Mason. That's whose jersey I'm wearing right now. Just want to point that out there. I can't believe this. Yeah, you can feel between the three of us, as much as Rob tries to make it the good point, you're doing a good job. The air has been sucked out of this room.
I don't think so.
I agree with that. Fanny Pack could have gotten Boyum and could have traded up for Eiserman.
Time will tell, boys. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Washington is on the clock.
How often does 10 become a fucking?
Let me ask you this, Jimmy, Rob. Is Washington a team you can see taking Eiserman with Ovechkin there? Is he like, quote unquote, I'm being dramatic here, don't freak out, the replacement goal scorer for the future? Or do they add more defense? Or do they add a center? They have Ryan Leonard. But what's Mick Michael? He's a center too, right? They're up next.
They traded for Montreal and traded for Dubois. I'm gonna assume
So both of them, except Majapani is more in the middle, but like
They're taking the best pick possible, which is going to be Eichel, right?
depends on how you view. They took what's his name last year? Ryan Leonard.
they should go to
They should go who? I know. I'm trying to think who they drafted on defense, but who's best available for your defense right now?
Stolberg guy, I guess.
Yeah, it's another Flyers potential draft pick. I cannot believe how this is just coming up empty.
I think we need to call your tips, Paul. Trust the process. Calm your tits and trust the process.
Fletcher's time there with Briere has gotten through, as I have to say here. Yogi, funny comment from Broad Street Bullies, or I'm sorry, Broad Street Pod. We're back to drafting two-way second-line centers. Boy, does it feel that way.
Hey, has Briere ever let you down?
It's only been 1 year.
Has Briere ever let you down? Yes or no?
No.
Then trust the process.
There was a time Hexall never let me down, too.
No, I guess you're right.
I have too much faith to freak out, but you have to. It's a head scratcher. It's a head scratcher. You trade back, they take Boyum. You draft a guy, the next guy goes Hellenius. That's never a good look. It is never a good look. What? I don't know, man.
You got an extra pick on it, so.
And hey, you could have had Boyum. If Boyum turns out to be a star,
Yeah, then he's gonna look like an asshole.
and you got a third rounder, it's gonna look really bad.
Same thing with the lady.
I don't think Hellenius. He'll be. I think he's second line center, which is still solid. You better hope Jett Luchanko is something else. Man, that's ball. That is balls, but not exactly in the way I meant it. Not in the way I was talking up Briere. Montreal gets Demidov. Columbus gets Lidstrom. Flyers get Jett. Benny the Jet Luchanko.
I'm going to need Dre even Henry on the clock. 17th overall pick.
I gotta tweet that one.
This Capitals maybe went into the playoffs. Spencer Carter, what a job he did for the Caps. He could have been coach of the year. Just what a great young hockey mind the Capitals have.
Okay, here comes Washington. Please don't be Yzerman. Please.
They're aging. Ovechkin is going for.
Yzerman or Yzerman?
You have to manage that.
It's an E, so Yzerman. Yzerman.
Decide to do with this 17th selection.
With the 17th
Look
selection.
how small Bettman is. Looks like a swarming like.
Who'd they take? Who? All right. I love it. The Capitals go off the board, take Tarek Parasak, right wing, Prince George, WHL. All right. The salvaging of the draft is still alive with Chicago now on the clock. Chicago, who's drafted what? Outside of their second overall pick, a lot of forwards. Oh, man. I can see them go Yzerman, though. Fudge.
What? At the end of this night, he's gonna turn on like Danny Briere, fucking genius.
Nope. No way.
You got Yzerman, you got this guy, you got
Third round pick.
Did you see that tweet I put in the chat about William? Back in December, I said he's probably going to go top 10, but if it's there for the Flyers, he's who I want. In December. Where are we in? So I started watching him in October and
A lot of anticipation.
So he ended up what, 11?
November. Under the radar, but he was going to go back to the first round.
Yeah.
And like, this kid's
But at the same time,
and he just kept getting
I can't believe this.
and like by December.
No, oh my God. It could happen. They could have Bedard, Luchanko, Yzerman. Who did Chicago take? Who did Chicago take last year with the later pick? The guy I originally wanted who fell. The winger, scoring winger. No, he does. I can't think of it. I said it into the mic. Our chat's pretty good. They usually will dig. I agree with this. There is so much risk in what the Flyers just did, what Briere just did. I hate that they all look depressed the entire process. I hate that. Like they wanted Sam Dickinson and got sniped. Well, the Sharks traded for that pick 2 days ago. So you weren't prepared? Like, oh, I hate that. Oliver Moore. Thank you, Ty Shelton. Thank you. Oliver Moore. They got Bedard and Oliver Moore last year, both forwards. Luchanko this year. They could probably do whatever they want right now. They're probably going to go Yzerman just because fuck it, right? Make a trade. Somebody make a goddamn trade.
That's a really good list to be honest. In terms of players, a lot of people weren't really thinking about it unless you're in the West. And he's like, for everybody else not in the West.
Can't believe it. Oh, I have to check your thing in your chat. Oh yeah.
All that to say, when you get a player that has 100 plus points that can generate offense,
Dude, I clicked your chat, the thing you sent. There was 2 quotes, and one of them was Hoagie saying Fly takes exposed.
Let's be honest. They're
Oh.
because they traded away
People are starting to now. Here's somebody commented on what I said. The what the f. Now I'm worried maybe Jones and Briere are just like the rest. This is like Hextall. Thanks. Taking O'Brien. It wouldn't go that far, but I understand how you're upset. The difference is this was their pick, their first pick. Not a well. We took Farabee already, so we can take a shot on the young player. This is tough. This is going to be tough until things happen. I can't believe they passed up William. I cannot. I just can't. I feel like they could have done that and tried trading back up for the Jett Luchanko. Like, come on. Hope that third round pick is there's Zetterberg. The next Henrik Zetterberg or something. Unbelievable. Thank you, by the way. I said thank you. Take some. Thanks.
You only get one.
Where the fuck did he go?
We're only at pick 18. My God.
You getting tired, Jimmy? I might take the.
I've been waiting for 32 to call.
I'm hoping we don't have to. I'm hoping they trade up. The way they treated 13. I can't believe this. The more I think about it, the more scared and upset I am. This was a vital draft with so much talent available. All the names we discussed. If we discussed Jett Luchanko, it was with a potential trade up with the 31 or 2 pick. This is not how we saw tonight going. Sure, hindsight's 2020. I mean, Teddy asks, "Are you disappointed?" Ultimately, time will tell. We understand that, but as of today, June 28th, 2024, I'm currently disappointed. Is what it is. Is what it is. I can't believe it. The more I think about it, like, wow.
I'm not disappointed. I think we need to trust first.
Oh, jeez. Going with the Sixers verbiage. All right. Chicago's been making a lot of good picks lately, so let's see what they do. They go with Lumberjacks center Sasha Boisvert. Good. That means we are still in the game here. There are still 2 players I'm okay with the Flyers taking in a trade-up scenario, as Vegas is on the clock at pick 19. It's in striking distance of a trade. It's not that crazy.
He's a really good center to pick at 18. That's a good 18 pick center.
Yeah, but I don't even.
Can you argue that, Chap? 18th center? 18th pick for a center.
Yeah, you're drafting for position at that point. Why wouldn't
No,
you?
no, man, I'm talking about how many centers are available. In
Yes,
the draft.
Teddy. Eisman is still on the board. Just come on, trade up and take him. Come on. You can't lose in that scenario after Jett Luchanko, Benny the Jett Luchanko. Come on.
Yeah, I think this is really good value here for the Hawks because they got to go.
Wow.
That's some value.
I still believe
Hawks are gonna be one of the
in Danny
top
Briere,
short,
but I may have to take his poster down from above my bed just for tonight, and then I'll think about putting it back up after this because I really am curious. I want to hear what they have to say. Nobody looked happy. Benny the Jet is a center. At least he's listed as a center. He's got some skills I like, but for Buim, I don't care if I can't say his name. I'm too upset. Can't believe this. Jimmy, I feel for you, my man.
My argument now becomes: are the Chicago Blackhawks the Pittsburgh Penguins in our
No, because they're not bitches yet.
I understand your point of view as far as you dislike them, but
Did the league step in?
I'm talking about talent.
They don't have a
Now
Malkin.
they have-
They have a Crosby. They don't have a
they
Malkin.
They just fucking drafted a Malkin.
Oh, please. Malkin was
And last
Malkin
year
was the
they
second overall
drafted-
pick of the draft.
Last year they drafted a Sidney Crosby. So
They have a Crosby. They don't have a Malkin.
this dude is compared to Malkin.
No, he's not. He went. If he was compared to Malkin, he would have been a top 3 pick.
Did they not just compare to Malcolm? They actually showed a fucking video.
That means
Not even 10 seconds.
That means his similar play is like
Is
Malkin.
Malkin.
The skill is not there because he wouldn't have gone not 18th overall if he was legitimately a Malkin. That means they have a similar play style.
All I
That's
have
it.
to- all I have to say is watch out for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Who do we want at 32? Let's go to the list again.
This is why Rock is because I hate agreeing with him and I love disagreeing.
What did you have that draft list on? NHL app or yours?
Which one?
It's called Looney Tunes Adventure. And so that's his mock draft. He compared this guy to. Oh, here we go.
Elite prospects.
Oh.
So-
Are you saying, Jack?
Saying Haley Simon says Jet models his game after TK. That's interesting. 25 draft is interesting. We do have a lot of picks. I hope there's a trade. It's not. They're not saying the talent's the same. They're saying the play style is the same. There's a difference.
No, I'm talking about dropping now.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, Martin.
That they compared that dude to.
Traded to. I love that. 2017 Cody Glass. Traded to Nashville. Nolan Patrick. Fucking hilarious.
Green Tree still out there?
Yeah. Liam Greentree is still out there. Come on, Briere. Fucking trade up, dude. It's the only way you salvage this shit. Unless you.
There's no salvage.
Yeah, Eidman it is. You shouldn't be doing okay. They do great. I don't want to. Fletcher and Hextall were barely okay. They need to do good, great, grand, or wonderful. That's it. I can't believe this.
You're not doing great or wonderful with it. 12.
They could have because William was there. He was there.
And if he turns out to be a fucking
We can hope that our third round pick next year is Henrik Zetterberg.
As an NFL player. Yeah. Who the fuck knows?
I can't believe this. The more I think about the angrier I get. Like I was.
I love-
What you got? What you got?
Why not?
We play second in coaches polls for smartest player,
Smart player,
hardest worker,
hard worker, good.
best skater,
What's that?
best skater,
Oh, he's fast. Yeah, he's a good skater.
third for best shootout.
Well, we could use that, but I wouldn't draft the guy in the first round for that. But I get it. I'm happy.
So good skater.
That's it. That's the end of the paragraph.
Nah, there's way more.
But it's bullshit. It's
He's the
bullshit.
20th ranked.
He's a
North
nice guy.
American
He gives back to the community. He loves his mom. He loves his cousin. Fuck.
Gives good hugs.
Former child. Adding the resume. Former child. Oh God. Benny the fucking Jet. I don't think Benny the Jet makes the roster by a long shot, Teddy. I think Benny the Jet's going back to wherever the hell he came from for at least the next 3 or 4 years. Personal opinion. Hope I'm wrong. Connolly's still out there, top ranked. Megan's best available. Trevor Connolly. It's Benny the Jet. Get it right. Here we go. Strengths: high motor and energy, work ethic, competitive, great skating, speed. Yep. Strong edge work, strong two-way player, vision, player awareness. I see everything but like the fun stuff. It's everything except for speed. It's everything but the fun stuff outside of speed.
Skill.
Teddy, yeah.
No one said anything.
I'm leaning
about
4.
skill.
I'm leaning 4, but 4 would typically get here a little bit faster. One of the youngest players in the draft. That makes it think he's going to take even longer to get here. I'm not against it. Ultimately, make the best pick, but here comes Vegas's pick. There goes Trevor Connolly. Connolly's gone. He was the best available according to Megan. I don't know if Hellenius will have played this year, Teddy, but sooner rather than later for sure.
That's a really good pick at 19. 19, that's a really
It's almost like if William fell in at 12, right?
Yeah, you should see my boy. Finish guard.
So here's somebody selected Jenny. I keep saying I'm saying Jenny instead of Jett. Jett Luchanko, 13th overall. I had him ranked 41st. Nice first selection I've never heard of. No, that's ridiculous. If you do a draft coverage and you've never heard Jett Luchanko, I'm sorry, but I'm throwing that shit out. You never heard of him? Come on.
Great top transporter ability, quality zone entry player, and generates a lot of high rate of offense. So for the Vancouver Knights, this is a steal. Honestly, this
I'm sorry. I have to say this Patrick Bacon guy, which is hilarious friggin' name.
What's Jett's last name?
Luchanko.
You touched on some of the challenges. I don't think any one of us here or
Boys,
else any of you watching
you want
have
to flip that
challenges
maybe
as youngsters.
comments on
Let's hope you can learn from those.
Luchanko.
Newscast, you got
This
the.
guy
I don't know if
Maybe
it's a
Newscast
sound
comes
rush.
in and says, "Hey, I work really well with this guy. He's going to the top."
Literally very creative.
Is that maybe a possibility?
Oh, you know who liked this tweet?
Out of bounds. I'm more likely out of bounds. He's not even fucking listening.
Joanne.
That's how you know. It's
Jeff, what did I say? Did I even say anything?
You said the 13th pick based
I
on
didn't say anything
standards
about the 13th
is
pick.
bullshit. Don't worry about that guy who ranked him 41st. He said he never heard of Jett Luchanko. If you cover the draft and you do have rankings, you never heard of Jett Luchanko, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. I got to throw that out. We all knew who Jett Luchanko was. Come on. That's ridiculous. I'm not happy, but to say I had him ranked 41st, never heard of him. Come on.
Jett Luchanko.
What do they do at 32? They fucking trade up is what they do.
Has he ever played with Luchanko?
You got to draft players that make your team better, not draft players that your current players make better. Huh?
Just checking with you.
Huh?
No, I'm checking with you to make sure that Michkov is not turning around and running the fucking team.
Look at this. No, that won't happen.
Oh, I play really well with this guy. You should drop him.
No, that was Cutter. He's gone. Oh, here's Skypathia. I'm more excited for Denver Barkey than Jett Luchanko right now. Woo! Denver Barkey last year was third round pick. He's had a really good season, but I think his ceiling's third line center. There's a reason people are upset. Just know that there's a reason. I know there's a huge sea of unknown. I get that. But you have to predict this based on your scouts, the money you spend on these scouts, the breaking down. And they all look pissed off. They all look depressed. They trade back one pick and only pick up a third. And they lose Boyum. Yeah, well, they also drafted, those same scouts drafted Moran. Those same scouts drafted these guys who have failed. Like, there's something to be said about that.
The same scouts that drafted these players? Are you correct in that statement?
No,
Is the same scout drafted Moran? That the same scout? That
No, these are not. These are not. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
But they're not perfect either because they got fired from Minnesota. Minnesota got rid of them.
Oh, well, I mean, you're going to get rid of anywhere if you start losing.
It works both ways.
Don't
Works
matter.
both ways. Huh?
Doesn't matter. In any team, you're going to get fired if you start losing.
There's a lot of players that I see. I don't want to even put this argument forward because I think the draft's such a crapshoot. But there's a lot of players that they've drafted in the later picks and later rounds that around those picks, players have become stars. Who's the guy from Dallas that has been really good that the Flyers took Stankovic? And who did he take again? What the hell's his name? We took Solomalo. Stankovic went to pick later. And Stankovic is playing in the Western Conference Championships. Our guy's still in the AHL.
Dude, no.
Islanders potentially making a trade. According to the Apple Yard, I think. These might be two different.
All right, you guys.
Two different people.
One end of the board,
Clear this up.
Completely different other end of the board.
Benny the Jett Luchanko.
Jett, you guys went from over here to fucking over there.
Where? I know, because we took Benny the Jett Luchanko.
Well, maybe we should have paid Nick Cousins $8 million because he just won a Stanley Cup.
He didn't even play.
Party.
He didn't even play. He was on the bench
Stanley Cup, what-
in the press box.
That's so fucking stupid, dude.
He was a third round pick too. Maybe we can get our Nick's cousin with that third round pick we picked up next year.
New York Islanders, Chris Lamoriello to the right, Trent Platt in the middle, and the great Lamoriello on the left. You know that.
I hope Jett works out too there, Sean. A lot of good stats from Vegas here.
There's still like 5 guys
I do think they're going to. Well, with Mishkov, maybe they don't, but we'll see. Benny the Jett Luchanko, it's a shame when you like a guy, but he goes so far ahead. You're like shitting on him. I can't believe this. Here come the Islanders. No trade. No trade.
Michael Hayes is still there. A lot of people like the guy.
Yep, you're right.
Solberg's still there.
It's interesting with this pick with the Blackhawks too because they got an extra second rounder. A lot of people think that they should have leverage for a trade.
Oh boy, don't do it, Lou.
The company name here is Director of Scouting of Trent Platt, and to make our pick, our captain is Lee.
No, there's no nasal strip. There's no nasal strip.
New York Islanders are proud to select Cole Eisenman.
Fuck. Well, and he goes to the Metro. Fucking wonderful, Barriere. I'm.
He can fill it, and they need it.
And he's just too tough to pass up at this point.
Yeah, I'd say so, Megan. Eisman falls to 20, goes to a Metro team, but we got Benny the Jett. Benny to Jett. Let's go. Unbelievable. Oh, it's just twisting a knife at this point. Rob, let's be honest. If I'm wrong, I'll eat all the crow in the world. I'll put salt, pepper on that, a little bit of seasoning, sauce rather, and I'll eat all that. But right now, I do not feel good. I can't believe it.
I will take you up on that. That's right, Jimmy. Knock on that wood.
Just when we thought we were being pulled out,
All right, chat. We're doing it.
something grabs our ankle,
Hey,
pulls us back in.
what pick did we have to start off with?
12.
And we ended up with 13 and a third. It's all right. We're doing okay. Don't worry.
Ooh.
So I think it's on his way to Boston University. Yeah. So
And even get to the slot. When you're looking at this highlight reel, you can see just an actual goal scorer. He's able to carry the puck. He finds that space. He's very comfortable.
Why not pick this up?
The net. And then the power play too. You know, he'll fit it really nicely.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. Take advantage of other teams' mistakes. Instead, you pick up a third-round pick, which the odds of a third rounder making it to your team are like fucking 15%, and playing more than 100 games are like 2%. Like you said, I hope it's ammunition for something else later. But I feel like if they were going to trade up, it would have been by now. Eisman's officially off the board to a Metro team, so I'm hoping he's obviously a bust, even though he beat Cole Caulfield's record. He also got names like Will Smith and Patrick Kane and Phil Kessel on that list. Hopefully he is one-dimensional. He's truly one-dimensional. It feels like the Flyers got caught with their pants down, and
all-time in program history in points, Jack Hughes still has that incredible mark of 228.
Unreal. That's impressive.
Skypathia saying, last time I was disappointed in the Flyers' first-round pick goes back to 2016 when they did trade back, but they selected German Rusov, which was a huge swing and a miss. And we all know how that ended. I wanted Kiefer Bellers, but nothing obviously came of that. That was a weak draft, but I understand feeling negatively about who you drafted at the time. I'm disappointed. I'm not so much negative. Hopefully I come around and try to see the positive. Luchanko was a guy I liked, but when we had 2 picks in this round, and I know Luchanko was not a guy who was going to go at the end of the first round, I was hoping we'd take our Yamachuk or our Catton and then trade up for Luchanko. That would be a dream. But the way this has played out with the names we were discussing, I want to puke. Like, the more I think about it, the more the anticipation I had coming up to this point and to what we wound up with and what we did, I want to throw up. If we had, look at them. I just can't believe it. I had so much more faith. And I hope I'm wrong. I honestly hope that I can look back on this day and laugh because I was so wrong. But the way it sits right now, this is if you had to grade the first round for the Flyers, you got to give them a little bit of credit, I guess, for adding a third rounder in next year's draft. But it's like a C- for me. I don't think I did not have Jett Luchanko in the top 15. Like, it just, you had William fall into your lap. You're not drafting for talent. You're not drafting best player available. You're drafting for need. You don't do that in the first round. I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, and that's fine. But as it stands today, this was I don't want to say a colossal fail, but it feels like a fail. It feels rough. It feels bad. You had all the talk about trading up, and they don't do it. Okay, that's fine. It takes 2 to tango. But to do what they did, it was an omen. It was an omen when you looked at that draft table and everybody looked pissed. They looked upset. They looked bad. You're telling me your next available best player of a player, Jett Luchanko, you had ranked above Zeev Boyum. You're going strictly by position. You do not draft for position in the first round. You don't do it. You don't, unless you have 2 fucking studs and you're like, well, I'll take the one in the position of need. Jett Luchanko, come on. You don't do that. That was a fucking rookie move right there. That's how I feel about it. And I've seen this a lot. I'm seeing this a lot, Vegas. Jett Luchanko reminds me of Jay O'Brien. You said bummer. look, I'll be honest, that draft, I had no idea who Jay O'Brien was. I knew who Jett Luchanko was. So there is a difference there. I did have a first round grade on Jett Luchanko, but not at 12, not at 13. Not with Boyum available, not with Hellenius available. This is tough. This is really tough to swallow. And Breer's going to have to, and Jonesy, they're going to have to answer for it. And maybe Brent Flair to an extent, because not one of these guys looked happy when that pick was made. That's tough. That's sick. Man, I'm pissed. There are a lot of draft parties right now expecting the world, and they're very upset as Canadians make the pick. And there goes Hayes. Pretty solid pick for 21 for the Canadians. Canadians definitely going to have the last laugh in this first rounder. They have the 2 solid picks. Meanwhile, we got Jett Luchanko in a third rounder next year. Jesus Christ. We're going to take some asshole 32, and I'm going to call it a night. On Bleacher Report, not a first-line player, second, third-line player, a 13th overall Flyers drafting current players. That's not what I was going to say. That's not what the scout said. I don't have him as a first-line player. I don't even think his ceiling's there. I will say this about the Flyers fan base. I don't blame them for how the last 10, 12 years have went, but I don't care if Chuck Fletcher's on the sport. The Flyers made a bad pick, and they invite Chuck Fletcher on the show because he knows how to break down bad picks. Oh, my God. Projected second line, two-way center. What the fuck are they thinking? Why are we reverting back to everything that made us a joke for the last 10 years? Unbelievable. I'm having so much trouble swallowing this pill. I really am. I really, truly am. I don't get it. I appreciate you trying to talk me out of my hole. I do. It's not working. It's not how you draft. That's not how you rebuild. It's just stupid. If they'd have traded up and got a stud, I'd have felt better. Clearly not happening. What are they going to do? Trade with Nashville? Trade with Toronto? I don't see it happening.
I think your trade position also depends on.
Takes 2 to tango. I know. I get it.
No.
Even Hextall traded back up and acquired Konechny.
We don't want
Did you do that?
We want to be super competitive in like 2 years, right? 2 years, 3 years. With,
Well, Mishkov's here next year, so I'll say 1 year. Not super competitive, but I'll say 2 years.
A rookie right now is really not.
That's the other thing. Vegas makes a good point though. You're gonna draft by need, and you're gonna go center. You take Luchanko over Hellenius. Don't get it.
Is that
Don't get it.
third round pick you want to draft? Third round pick really that bad idea? Like that could be traded for a player.
See, I think
1 year down the road where it now becomes a little bit more valuable, and now you can say that third round pick and a player that's worth somewhat.
Nesbitt, Jonathan Nesbitt.
Your team right now.
I don't get it.
A rookie
Easy pick.
that has to develop.
No, you don't draft for now when you're a rebuilding team. You don't do that. You draft the best player available.
Jack, we know we're rebuilding, and we know when our team's going to be good because we have Michkov.
So take the best player
So
available.
we need to be good when Michkov.
Not right
is
away.
good.
Not right away.
So
You're
we
still
need to-
rebuilding.
we
You
need to be good
don't
when he's
halt the rebuild because Mishkov came over early. You still need to do this right. He's young. Mishkov's
good. I get
20
that.
years old.
I get
You need to draft the best players available. You need talent at every position outside of maybe wing because Reachkoff's a wing. You don't draft for need. And then when you do draft for need, you draft like a second or third center on the list whose ceiling right now is a second line center. It makes no sense. It's a bad move. You can say you like pick up the third round pick. I get that. That's not moving the needle for me ultimately. It just doesn't. The more I think about this, the more I let it sink in, the angrier I'm getting. Honestly, at this point, if they select the Hellenius, who I said I originally would have been okay with, but disappointed, feels like a pipe dream. I'm like, that's who they should have taken outside of Boyum. They let Boyum go for a fucking third round pick. They don't take Hellenius. Luchanko's a guy I hope they got with their later pick if they moved up. And they take him 13th overall. It's a bad move. It's going to blow up in their face. I'm telling you. And if I'm wrong, then good.
There might be a reason behind it.
I can't believe this.
We're still going strong here, huh?
I think people are pissed. I think people are upset. I mean, everybody's in agreement here. People are saying that Boyum could be projected by most pundits to be, it's a top line pairing defenseman. Maybe not a one, but he play on the top pair. You can definitely use a player of his. You can never draft enough defense. I understand you needed a center. I get it, but you don't compromise your pick now. Boyum was so highly ranked all year. I can't believe they let him go. I don't understand it.
That's a little scary for me.
And they were all upset. Like, their guys were gone. And they're like, oh, it doesn't matter now. With Boyum still there, with Helenius still there. I can't believe it. I want answers.
When can we have a conversation about Brent Flair?
This could be it.
I want that on. That's a good question, Jimmy. That's a good question.
Why did you hold him over from the old regime? Why not your own guy?
Yeah.
I mean, what did he do that was so great on the flex?
It's called Das Bid.
Where's the superstar? What's superstar in the draft?
Yeah.
Not once. I mean, Michkov fell into his fucking lap. Like it was a no-brainer.
How long has he been there, Jimmy?
Let's go.
At least 6 years now. He's here at the whole Fletcher time, so that's what, 3 years, 4 years at least. This is year 2 of 3 year. So at least 5, 6 years. I mean, where's the superstar he drafted? Cam York is maybe a top pair guy. I don't think he is.
I agree with you.
Who else is there?
Orson Berry said, "You guys,
You got it.
secure the bottom six. That's right. Take shots at guys.
Yeah, right. I guess
2 years ago.
Jonathan Nesbitt with a funny comment here. I guess Michael Buffer was supposed to soften the blow. It didn't work.
I read that Luchanko has family in Kennett Square.
Huge year for
Oh, mushroom capital.
Apparently that's what Briere was on.
Maybe he was on them mushrooms. There's still some players here at 32.
Pick is in for the Nashville Predators, who apparently maybe their young goalie prospect also is on the
pick
market.
I can't believe this.
So there's only one.
Here comes Nashville. Probably take Solberg, and then we can officially jump off the roof.
Nashville, watching today. Secondary, we have a retiring scout in Glenn Sanders, and I want to thank him for his 20 years of dedication and loyalty. One of the best scouts you'll ever meet.
Shots comes in.
Rots.
Thank you. To make our pick, Assistant General Manager Jeff Kelty.
It's a big dude.
Uncomfortably tall.
Yeah. Who is this guy?
Just like from Yaroslav Lokomotiv.
Bend down low, motherfucker.
Yegor Surin.
All right, I've heard of him.
Russian center.
You're gonna like this one.
So here's Sean C. Supposedly Sportsnet loved the pick. I don't know what ESPN said because I was so stunned. And judging by who they have on this broadcast, their opinions are worth nada, not including weeks. I mean, there's something to be said there.
All right, so now we got 9 more picks until they pick again. I made a little list.
Willingness to be involved physically. Will be good in the NHL. Will be good with that.
Eiserman's gone, right? Age is gone. So we still got Steven Solberg, EJ Emery, Andrew Bobchek, Cole Hudson, who's projected to go second round. Dean Paterno. I think he's like 6'5".
Yeah, I mean, this is the team right now that is trying to rebuild its identity, and they took a huge step forward this year. As you mentioned, with Andrew Burnett as the coach, a lot of young players stepping up. Let's be honest, though, they had one very hot streak, and that's what saved their season. Which you mentioned off the top. Because of this USAR's extension, a lot of teams called immediately about Yaroslav Askarov, and I was wondering, is that something that would go down tonight? I just talked to somebody who would be in the market for a goalie, and he said asking price is crazy right now. So I don't think it's something that would go down tonight, but maybe later.
Oh my goodness, fellas.
Things to do this summer. They freed up some cap space with Brian McDonough. He's second on the team in ice time for Roman Josi. So you're thinking they're probably going to get some kind of defensive replacement there. I get the sense Barry Trotz, now that he's into his second year as the GM of this team, is ready to put a stamp and make some moves.
Just think about the names we were discussing before the draft started and what we wound up with.
Yeah, they were pipe dreams.
Maybe.
They're absolute pipe dreams.
Definitely moves your expectations, though.
Hey, you're right.
And when Boyum's there, come on. I appreciate anybody trying to be positive right now. I do. I'm serious. I do. Because I can't. I'm too emotionally damaged. Burns.
You don't know this Midlands until you do.
You guys in the top, bro.
With Q10 for neck and chest to work on your skin, visibly reduce wrinkles in as little as 2 weeks. Skin this for a moment for a share.
I kind of like it.
Before you
I know
use
you
AI
hate everything
to
that has full
transform
of
business,
kind of like
accelerate growth, predict trends. You need to begin with trust.
I can't hear it.
Introducing Watson X.
What happened? Well, I got to ask the direct question.
Models and policies change, so you can scale it responsibly. Here we go.
Movie.
Building AI that begins with trust. Watson
Really sucked the air out of this party.
Let's create.
Hey, Jett.
Yeah.
You ready? Tonight, we swapped a Sammy Morin pick. And we got
You and the Sammy Morin thing. Would you drop it?
You got picked in the same place.
What's that matter? Each draft is different. Each draft is different. Pasternak was drafted in the 20s. Konechny, 20s. Giroux, 20s.
Luchanko.
We just swapped
Maybe
freaking Sammy Morin for someone way back. Like, you're so depressed for no reason.
No, I wouldn't say no
Like,
reason.
If you were upset about 1, 2, 3, and 4, or even 5, I'd understand that. You can't be upset 10, 11, 12 because no one fucking knows how they turn out. We don't know how they turn out. Look at Sammy Moore. Look at fucking everyone else. It's fine. It's all right. Let it go. Trust the process. Danny Grant has not let you down so far.
Well, he might have.
So why?
He might have.
Why are you doubting him now?
Because, I mean, there is something to that.
I want him to turn. I want him to turn around and like fucking show you up now just because. And you would love that too. I think you would like it if he does that too.
Maybe big, right?
You're right. Maybe there's part of me that should like, you know, I read between the lines, okay, and I see how depressed the entire table looked when Dickinson went. They were unable to trade up at several different positions, and ultimately they took a guy who was projected to go much later, not much later, but later.
I get that.
And they didn't do anything to remedy that situation by grabbing some premier talent, which they need. Keep in mind, this is a team that did not need to finish where they were. Trade alert. Come on, Philly. Go ahead, Stolberg. Toronto's trading. Here we go. Hold it. To the Ducks. The Ducks.
In exchange for picks 31 and 58, both in this year's draft as well.
Wow, 2 trades this year. You gotta give him that, right? Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah, I should. I'll just do. That's it, though. Just one. Thank you. Just one.
No, like that's what the player he would like now. And so Anaheim.
The Finnish God is gonna bite us in the ass, though. I'll tell you that much. Constantine Helenis and probably Jimmy's boy too. Zeke. Yep. So what was that? 11 and 13, and we took 12. You might be right. You might be right on that. But at the
Hope
same
not.
time, how often do those picks work out? How often does 11 and a 13 work out? Last year, who was
Thank
11
you.
and 13, Jack?
Would you stop with that?
Cheers to 32.
Cheers to 32, fellas.
Who we want?
Prom and graded the Boyan pick as an A+. You don't say. Ooh, that's not bad. All the chat, and it does. I think I've had this before, actually. I think Jeff brought the D&D once.
What's up?
Yeah.
What he thought of the team. He's like, see what happens the next few days. Like, he was ready to make some moves.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
wants
man.
like swinger.
It's why the draft next year.
Yeah. Only problem is that's going to be fucking heartburn afterwards.
Oh, yeah. You want some?
I got no. No, dude, I'm good. I got the prescription at home. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody. No,
Somebody will be announced now.
Thank you.
Is in for the Ducks.
Oh, man.
All the stupid shit that gets me.
Yeah, Sean, I brought this up. Build from the net out. And they don't take D with William there. My God.
Same with my stomach, dude. I love hot wings. I love hot wings and beer. Dude, the next day, I have two fucking cheese. Oh my God. Jack, I love hot wings, but and then you go with freaking. Are you still alive? Spiled.
No, I'm talking about Luchanko. Sorry.
I don't want to.
I'm like getting depressed over here. Maybe I should be taken off camera. They're gonna give me the hook soon, guys. My energy is gone.
There you go.
And there goes Solberg to the Ducks. Oh my God! Just shoot me. Oh my! Who's left that's worth a damn at this point? Will you have a Remington? Now we need to see Megan's best available.
EJ Emery, Andrew Basha, who, what's his name like? Mitch Brown.
Okay, I like Mitch Brown.
Ian Letourneau,
Trade the pick.
big center.
Fucking trade it for next year.
Cole Hudson.
Hudson's the pick. Hudson's the pick. Hudson's the pick. Jimmy, you brought me back. Hudson is the pick at 32. If he goes, we're signing off because the computer will be broken. Jimmy, that last name got me. Okay. Whole Hudson, baby. He's Lane Hudson's. Oh, okay. I could live with that. Yes, I like Stiga. This chat's hysterical. Let's hear Mishkov's coming. We'll be okay. Johnny's like, no, I'm dead inside. Oh shit. Why did you do that? I'm like gonna call the pizza guy again by accident. I can't keep up with the chat. They're on fire. Hold on, here we go. Oh, they're looking at what we're drinking. I love it. They know how we feel. Build from the blue line out. That's exactly what was said. We brought that up, and I totally agree. That's true. Jonathan Nesbitt's right. They should went with the purple. Why did they go that stupid orange color? I mean, orange is taken. Everybody knows the Flyers are orange. The fucking Ducks, they taken orange from the Flyers. I don't care what the fuck they do out there. Go with the purple. That was a great jersey. They went against everything they said. Sean, so help me God. Especially if like Stiga and Hudson are available. Yeah, let's go Hudson, baby. Hudson. Hey, here we go. The chat's back. We're going to go Hudson. We're going to go Hudson, baby. Here we are, 24 Colorado. Okay, come on. No, Hudson's my pick, baby. Followed by Stiga.
You don't like Bedinka?
The name sounds funny. That name sounds like you sound like Batman when he's like the guy's like, I got kids to feed. Wait, you don't like falafel? Wait, you don't like Bedinka? Flyers trading up for Hudson. Fucking Utah. Assholes.
You never make a splash.
What the hell is the name of the team, man? Is it Blizzard yet or no? It's gonna be the worst fucking name of all of fucking hockey.
I think they're taking it here too.
Ugh.
Is that what you want to be? The Blizzard?
I like Blizzard.
Blizzard versus Avalanche?
Yeah, Avalanche in Colorado.
Which
Utah Blizzards. Utah, they have the Mavericks there. They get Blizzards. I think it makes sense.
You like Yeti?
Thank God we got Mishkov. Johnny, if you're watching, you are so negative. You're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. Oh my God. There's some names left.
Dude, that's because it's more like a sailor sea thing.
Something to work with the Flyers, or that in regard to the Utah trade? What the Rangers do? I missed something. Cole Hudson doesn't fit the molds. He's an offensive D man. But at 32, the talent, I get the fit. But at this point, talent, move some other people out. Maybe Andre doesn't work out. Putrid draft. Yeah, putrid draft. Yeah, I get it. Okay, it was just that trade. What did the Rangers do? What's going on with that? Oh, good, Jonathan. Appreciate you updating
Who the
me.
fuck calls an inland team the Penguin?
I believe Putrid
I
draft
never
it there.
thought of that, Jack.
What?
Who calls an inland team the Penguin? What a fucking nut job.
A team that moves to Kansas City.
Oh my God. You're not even on a fucking ocean. Why is the team named Penguin?
It's like the Los Angeles Lakers. What lake's out that way?
You're a landlocked fucking state, dumbass.
Here we go. Talk me up. Talk me up. There you go. Johnny be good. Johnny be good. Johnny be great. Jett's highlights look great. Kid can skate, pass, and handle a puck. Needs to fill out. Still young enough to grow a couple of inches. He is young. You did mention that. He is younger. Hopefully, talking about Jett, could grow a couple of inches. That would be great. But it ultimately comes to like true high-end skill, at least a touch of it. I just feel like the ceiling is so low. If he turns out to be Suzuki, I'll be all for that.
Just feels like a safe. It's not a Badinka.
I did think that. I feel like a child. He's trying to make me laugh. Sean saying that Craig. Didn't you say this earlier, Jim? Sean C. Known Flyer hater, Craig Button had Jett mocked to the Flyers at 12 back in May. Didn't you say that? Yeah. Yeah, I probably had the incredulous reaction to it, honestly. Yeah. And I liked Benny, just not where he was picked. Man.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see what the rest of his mock looks like. I guarantee they're going to send it for going through.
I think there was one draft mock draft I saw that had Seneca going 6. I was like, whoa. So the fact he went 3? Holy shit.
Yeah, even he was surprised. Remember his face?
Yeah. I think, oh my God. Holy fuck. I love that reaction. That's funny. I had the same reaction to Jett Luchanko. But me and Beck and Seneca have something in common.
Experience for a player, though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I'm ranked my
You get drafted that high?
Oh my God! Holy shit! And then,
Utah trades up to take center Cole. How do you pronounce that? Boudoin? Boudoin? Those who can't do, put out mocks. Good God. Rob. See that number? Oh, Jesus. All right. Talk me up. Here we go. I like how you guys can bring me back. Bring us back. I appreciate that. I went through. No, I'm not there yet. I need to sleep on it. A part of this is definitely the fact that we thought we were potentially trading up, and somebody good will fall to the Flyers, which did, and they didn't take him. All that combined with what we had, what we took, that's tough. That's a tough night. That's a tough night. Christ. And we got Boston on the clock at 25. I guess they could do whatever the hell they want.
It's just right in.
So if they want to win.
Exactly.
Winning culture. Want to live the Stanley Cup.
I agree.
Let's go.
You want to look at the whiteboard in September and July and feel sweet? That's great.
No,
You want to have a big night in San Jose in February? That's
Jett
great.
is not very
But being in the league this long,
They
I can
reach
tell you,
for their guy.
it's different hockey.
That's a good point.
Stanley Cup playoffs.
You can make that argument, and it's Jimmy just said it in a draft that is not very deep. You reach for a guy. Well, hold on, that's not the whole story. You trade back one pick for a guy who fell, and then reach for a guy. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Play 0102, 0304. They had a long career in Europe.
Yeah, there's no way.
They're a physical guy, two-way player, and you mentioned all the skill that they've done Arizona Coyotes and now the Utah Hockey Club. They bring them to Salt Lake City. They need some guys like that.
Green Tree's still out there. Not that we need wingers, but EJ Emery's not bad. He's a defenseman. I just can't believe this. Oh, Asphalt Cowboy. Please expand on this. Fucking up Cutter. I want to know what you meant by that. Because Cutter is a piece of fucking shit. So I want to expand on that. I love your name, by the way. See, this is Fanny Pack makes a good point. This was a big draft year for Danny, said so himself, next to a very important, and this feels like a bit of a wasted pick. I agree with that comment. This was important. They needed to, and everything leading up to the pick was they're going to get somebody. Between trading up to 4, 6, 7, whatever, Boyum falls to you at 12, you trade back for a third rounder and draft a guy who should have went in like 19. That is, I think you wrapped up how I feel. Oh, Hextall was a better drafter. I guess time will tell. I definitely liked his drafting for a bit, but that's a tough one. You got to think of Rupstolf and Pascal or LeBurge. Remember that pick? How'd that turn out? You can blame it on the injury. I get you. They outside of Lindholm, they drafted nothing in the later rounds, and the second round pick's not a later round. So I know you're going to say Carter Hart. I get that, but that's a tough. You're going to have trouble with that one, but time will still tell. Yeah, I don't think I can say that. Not what we know about Hextall. No, Hextall. They're saying Hextall was a better drafter, and I think you're angry. I just think Fanny, or who was it? Asphalt Cowboy. I just think you're very angry, and I get it, but I wouldn't go that far. Even I have my limits. I used to be a Hextall prophet. I was a disciple, and I was spurned. Hextall was Judas to me. Yeah, well, we'll see, Sean. That potentially, because there were times I felt like that about Hextall's drafting. I'm not. It looks good, but you can't say that yet. You can't. And well, Michkov kind of puts the slam dunk on that, but that's a unique situation. It definitely does get. Yeah, exactly. It gives you. 100% agree. And people were down on Bonk. People didn't like that pick at the time with who was still available, and he looks very good. And Barkey obviously looks good too. And other players in that draft, the goalies, both goalies, like I love stocking that cupboard. Stock that cupboard. If things don't work out with Ersan and this round of goalie Kolosov, then you have a second wave coming that you can hope can figure something out. It does feel that way a little bit. The table looked that way. I will agree with you in that regard. The table definitely looked like that. They were looking around like they were pissed off. They were almost like, yeah, I guess we'll take a third, move back one spot. But you have Boyum. Just fucking take Boyum. I don't get it. You can trade if you really are hell bent on Luchanko. Trade up for him. I'm sure you'll get him. If you're that aggressive to go get the 4th, the 6th, the 7th, you can take Boyum and trade up for Luchanko and then call it a fucking day. Well. Hindsight's 2020, I guess. Son of a bitch. Feels cursed, man. Totally cursed.
He looks raving and saying that he's got skill in the sky. That he's got skill in the sky.
I also think with goaltending, there's an element where you want to play with defensive structure in front of you. So why are you leaving Nashville if you're that type of player? If you can make a deal, it works. You get some defense. You don't get torched on some night. you're not just taking the big payout.
And what the Boston Bruins are known for is a team that shows up every night and puts in an effort. And that's all Jeremy's living out a lot. At the same time, he deserves it. And I think that he gets the same.
Absolutely. Boston Predators, very strategic, well coached, great team to backstop.
I want to see what the Bees do in the sixth, but also overall. We know that they were very thirsty. We knew that. And there was a chance that the Bulls might have even moved them after firing right before. So he's out of their eye. So I'm curious to see if he can get in great.
Thoughts on how Cutter will wear orange and black with the Ducks? The rebranding is stupid. You had a great jersey. I'd buy a jersey today of the purple with that same Ducks logo. They got the logo right, but the color's stupid. If there's one team that's orange, it's the Flyers, hands down, far and away. They're fighting an uphill losing battle. Cutter's a... I almost got myself in trouble. Boston picking.
Their support and with our pick in the first round, our director of scouting, Ryan Natum.
The Boston Bruins are proud to select from St. Andrews College, Dean Letourneau.
Oh, I saw his name listed, but I wasn't a huge fan.
That's a big stick.
Asphalt Cowboy. Oh, you're an angry elf tonight. The weed is flowing. Oh, boys. He said Hextall was a better drafter. Hey, I appreciate it. Keep commenting, man. This is the time. This is the time right now where our feelings and opinions are all over the fucking place, and I don't blame you. I get it. I get it, man. Now's the time to be ticked off, but only time will tell. Fuck Boston. Damn right, Ty. Oh, I mean, 41-41 would be great. I don't expect that, but we got to give Ersan some kind of break at the very least. And then you got Kolosov. Kolosov can be called up at some point too as well. I think we'll be fine in that regard. I want Dean. I wanted Dean. Yeah, that's true. I agree. I actually had to stay away from you guys. You guys broke some picks to me before the Flyers picked. I purposely was like, it's all good. It's all love. You're a big boy. Did I say 6'7"?
St. Andrews, Scotland?
That would have been
Where's St. Andrews?
I have no idea.
St. Andrews, Scotland?
No, that's Scotland, the hockey player? I mean, Chicago. It's a college.
That makes sense.
It's a college. Now, I think that was overblown, Jonathan. I think that was overblown. I do think there was some he was homesick, but I think it was overblown. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Everybody's dreams of playing the NHL. They're going to give it more of a whirl. But he came out and said that was overblown. While true, he wasn't giving up on his dream to play in the NHL.
I got one called Larceny, which is really good. It doesn't have a flavor to it. It's like straight whiskey, but when you drink it, it's like it's smooth, like super. And then it has like a butter finish to it. Yeah. So when you drink it, it's like and then off the one, you're like, damn, okay. And then it's like, ooh. Yeah. It's subjective. It's subjective to you. So good's good to you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bottle.
None of it helps you golf. I don't. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, you play tomorrow?
Yeah.
Who you playing? Yeah, let me know.
You want what?
No, let me know what you want to play.
Oh, okay.
I'll play I play every Saturday.
You know, the Flyers could afford it. They definitely could do it. Whatever makes them feel as most comfortable as possible. Remember, this guy has the same Russian trajectory as Ersan and Sorokin. So, or Ersan, Shesterkin and Sorokin. So, yeah, whatever makes him happy. You have that money to do it. Whatever makes him happy. There we go. Shane McCall. I don't know if I saw you posting earlier, so thank you for joining and putting it down a comment. Hopefully, Danny can still make some moves. That's how I felt while in this draft. May even fat a player already in the league find. I guess you meant. But I'll be honest, I don't know shit about this Jett kid. So he's definitely a first rounder. I had a more, when I say I had like a combination of a lot of mock drafts between like 18 and 24. And slightly rising, I'll say that. But 13 with his Boyum available, no fucking way. Did not have that. Yes, I agree. I'm all about Stiga or Hudson with our 32nd pick. Let's see what happens. Here's the Kings at 26. It's a good question, Shane. Jimmy, real quick, because I got a question from a. How many years do you think Jett is from the NHL? He's a younger guy, from what I understand. He was only a couple of weeks away from being in next year's draft. 17, young 17, or I'm sorry, I meant to say young 18. Essentially, I'm thinking 3 or 4. I'm thinking 3. If forwards get there faster, I'm thinking with forwards get there faster. He is a center. It's going to depend on him. Definitely 3 or more is what I'll say. I don't think it's 2. I'm thinking 3 or more, unless he really excels. Because he can't play in the AHL unless he's 20. That's 3 years right there. So unless he freaks out by the time he's 19. Turns 18 in August. He'll be 18 in August. So going into next year, he'll be 19. Following year, he'll be 20. He played in the AHL. That's already 2 years. So unless, yeah, I think 3 is the number. Over under 3 is your gambling bet.
Oh yeah, Barkley, right?
For the Flyers, you mean? Centers or forwards? Because you still got to. I mean, well, you have what's his name? Here's the Kings pick.
First time that new draft picks wear our new jerseys, and Mark Kennedy, ahead of scouting, will be making the announcement.
He said New Jersey, but the Kings are drafting.
With the 26th pick, the Los Angeles Kings select from the Windsor Spitfires, Liam.
There goes Greentree. I mean, I think it's about where he should have went. Maybe slightly a couple of picks over. Like 2-3 picks, I think.
22.
I think you're saying number 2.
No, 22.
He started to fall. He's a winger.
There's not many right wings in that drop. Or centers. Centers, right wings, left wings.
Yeah, can you believe that like 6 or 7? Ooh, Sean, hit me with those quotes. Charlie O'Connor has some quotes from Flair. I want to hear those quotes. That's about 3 years. Yeah. Maybe I'm overdoing it with 4 because I'm depressed. But and he's a little bit younger. But I think 3 is fair. Get a cup of coffee at least. Yeah, come on, we got Sean.
So I talked about your comparison to Timo Meyer. I was told Jamie Benn is able to mean this to his game. He was a captain at 17 years old. And they fired the coach halfway through the season, and the agency asked, "Do you want out? Do you want to switch?" He said, "No, I want to be part of the solution." And I think that tells you what type of kid they're getting here. But someone who's a power forward, like you said, and knows how to produce. But
Benny the Jet Luchanko. Can't believe it. Here we go. Charlie O'Connor, some quotes from Flair. Flair said, centerman. Well, we knew that. Great speed, very smart, very detailed at both ends of the rink, and his offense took a big step last year. As he gets stronger, we assume he's going to become more and more dynamic. Well, I guess there's a connection there. We're really excited about his potential. I certainly hope so. You didn't look very excited at the draft table. He can play in every situation, whether it's Gloop or on Team Canada. He's a leader. I like that. Coaches rave about him on both teams. We just think it's just the tip of the iceberg with him. He's a player we highly covet. Thank you, Sean. I really appreciate that. I guess that makes you feel slightly better, but a lot of what ifs, if you ask me. We hope this, we hope that. Not we have this, we expect that. Maybe I'm splitting hairs, but not happy about where he was drafted.
How's Pippen go?
Get an Airbnb that's friendly for
Number one.
See, this is what I agree with. Here's Fanny Pack. They're high on him. That's fine. Take Boyum and trade for 32. If you were that aggressive in trading up for 4, 6, and 7, take Boyum and trade up. And if you don't get Benny the Jet, you get another center. You get Hellenius. You have options. I get it takes 2 to tango, but come on. Gloof. So it's Gloof? Gloof. Gloof. See, that's what it is. The guy, like, if it's anybody else, you can make the argument. This guy's ranked awfully high. You need more defensemen, and you just give him up for a third rounder next year. Come on. That'd be nice. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Which was like they were so aggressive trying to get Lidstrom, honestly. And they probably would have been fine with Demidov if that was the case. But yeah, I agree. I can't. That's ridiculous. Like, how can you have a draft strategy and potentially, like, we're talking about trading up? Well, it'd be nice to have this pick and know what you have to do it. Have to wait that long to make that decision is just silly. Ghoul, then the F. Goof. Galoof. I've been drinking. I can't do this. Don't do this to me. Hey, Jimmy's peanut butter stuff. Butterscotch. Man. Feeling a little bit better, I guess. I don't know.
Another one that's a sister.
Getting blown up again.
White Oaks now. I thought White Oaks turned a bit like a really good ball. I think someone brought that out.
Thank you. I feel like I did years ago, and I just forgot.
Just so you know.
All right, here's Jerome Berube about Benny the Jet Luchanko. Luchanko has been in our first round since November. However, it took longer for the consensus to figure him out. He's one of the smartest players in the class, one of the best skaters, better skaters, and one of the hardest workers. There's a lot to like here. He's also quite young for this class and was a standout at the NHL Combine. He's a two-way center with excellent vision. He possesses the game at a high speed and makes his line mates better. Okay, I like that. We got to trade.
In this year's draft to Chicago.
Oh, son of a bitch, Chicago. I saw him. That was Eric Tulitsky. That was Tulitsky, GM of the Carolina Hurricanes. He processes the game at a high speed. That's good. Makes his line mates better. He didn't have much to play with this year, but a better supporting cast. We think his offensive numbers will improve. That makes a lot of sense for the Flyers to draft him. He still needs to continue to work on his shot and improve his finishing ability, but his passing skills are high end. Okay, all the more reason to put him with Michkov. Any coach would want a guy like this on their team. So they drafted him for Tortorella. It was very close for us between him and this is funny that this is not Briere saying this. This is a scout weeks ago. It was very close for us between Luchanko and Hellenius for a final list. We gave the edge to Luchanko because of his skating and his birth date. I mean, I love a guy who can skate. I love a guy who can make his line mates better. And then when you put him with a guy like Michkov, he can definitely keep up. The high-end skill isn't there, but we'll see. I don't want to deal with Yzerman. Stay away from Yzerman. Oops, sorry. Stay away from Yzerman at this point. Well, they think he can play with high. They want to see him grow more, and they want to, based on what I just read, he makes his line mates better. So if he's on a line with Michkov and potentially whoever else down the line, Forster, Tippett, whatever, however you figure that out, if they get a true left wing to keep Farabee, something like that, maybe they can have some magic there. Maybe he can a guy who can distribute, make things happen. He just lacks high-end skill. He did go 13th overall, but again, you had somebody at 12 overall who did have that high end skill, different position, yes, and you didn't take him. I think that's what I'm having trouble. That's what I'm having trouble with. What about Michkov? That's true. I that's why I liked him originally, because of speed, just not at 13. Look, I in my Dynasty Hockey League, I did take the German fucking name. Who's the defenseman for the Red Wings? Who's the defenseman for the Red Wings? I can't remember. German. Sider. Thank you. I'm blanking. I took Sider because of Yzerman, and that in my Dynasty League, and that turned out pretty good. So worked out great. Okay. I like that. I like that. Give me more stuff like this. Make me feel better about this. Yeah, Sider, Mo Sider, thank you. I have his rookie card and everything, and just blanking right now because I'm depressed. Blackhawks again. Marek Van Acker, I have heard of his name. He's the left wing. Look at Chicago all over the place, making picks left and right. It'd be nice if we traded back up and did something. I guess we're hoping somebody falls to us again, and I'm sure when that person's there, we'll trade back. There are some great names in this draft, like John Mustard, waiting for him to go. Miroslav Tans Jr. is in this draft. I hope the Flyers take him in the 5th round. I don't even know if we have a 5th round pick. I think we do. I just love that. Yeah, I feel like this is the 4th feels like a lot. I think it's the 3rd. Luchanko. I think it's 3rd. 4th feels like 4 first rounders. That feels like a lot. Still, like shit, you're a rebuilding team. It's kind of what you need to do, right?
Yeah. So there's the silver side, and then there's the dark side. And the silver side is running away from you, which means it's fast. That's right. And the dark side is running towards you, which means it's going to be slower. There's so much to it. There's really is so much to it. And it's a hockey chess game, dude. And it's here. It's here as well as.
Oh, Christ in heaven.
It's so much. It incorporates everything.
I'm getting blown up again. Friends want answers. I got nothing. Sorry. All right. We are at the 28th pick. Calgary, Dallas 29. Let's get on with it already. 2 guys out there I'd be happy taking at 32. I doubt they trade up. What's the point? Dev? No, you're back. Why does it suck? Why does it suck? Tell me. A lot of speculation going into that draft. I definitely know that put a huge damper on it when they didn't trade up, didn't get one of those studs, but ultimately had one fall to the laps and did not take him. That's makes it so much worse. They did go fast. I was like wolfing down food, happy to hop on here and talk, and it's like everything changed so quickly. I was happy for a trade. It looked like it was really involved. It's 1 pick. So let's swap picks. You get 3rd, and it made it sound like they were trading half their team for half the other team's team. They let a stud go to. I mean, if I'm the Wild, I'm a Wild fan right now. I'm like, I give that 3rd round pick up all day. But boy, are you kidding me? The guy should not have even fell out of the top 10, and you don't take him. What a God damn it! I don't get it. I don't get that. Didn't get Demidov, didn't get Lidstrom, didn't get Catton, didn't get Yamachuk. Didn't get Boyan when he was available. Dickinson went and picked before you. Fucking nightmare scenario, it feels like. I made my predictions based on this comment, but here's what it is. Ugh. What are you gonna? I still think they would have taken Lidstrom, but I'd have taken them off. But either way, Benny the Jet. Man.
Doesn't stop. Just fucking go.
It's tough when a lot of the things you look for in a forward are some of his weaknesses. There's a lot of the other stuff you like. I love the speed. Love the speed. I love the playmaking ability, the passing. But a lot of stuff that I think you need for play with a player, like you can't just give somebody who just is purely distributing. You need him to be somewhat of a threat to his defenses, or like in closing in on him. And Mishkov is you can get open better, or other players of that nature. It's not necessarily he's going to play with Mishkov because I don't think he has a ceiling to. Hopefully he does. Hopefully it works out. But it's tough. Like he has a lot of stats. A lot of skills rather that I look for in a center, particularly in the top six. And somebody mentioned he's middle six, which I agree. You know, he just doesn't have. I don't think he's going to develop it either. It's tough. Flair was a Fletcher guy, actually. He was with him in Minnesota. I don't know about the whole time, but a good chunk. He's a Fletcher guy. I can't remember the name of the guy that was with Hextall. Who was the guy with Hextall, his draft guy? His kid played. Remember his kid played? That'll come to me later when everybody logs off. But yeah, Flair's a Fletcher guy. I think most people have liked Flair and what he's done, myself included. I talk about what Fletcher did right, and one of them was Flair. He looked baffled at the draft table. Here's Calgary making the pick. Not Hudson, not Stiga. Ooh, it's not Stiga. Here we go. They take Mativ Green. I love his name. Love his first name. So, go back to the question. I guess a little bit. I mean, how can you not identify, and maybe we're all wrong about Boyan, but how can you not identify Chris Pryor? Thank you. Well, there was another guy too, but Pryor was definitely one of them. B12. Yep, I love that name. Hopefully not. There's two names we like. I want Hudson or Stiga. Excuse me. Where were we? Is it his fault? I just feel like he should have been better prepared to draft somebody else. Like, where was the? I think you could argue Hellenius would probably be the scouts. Majority of the scouts had him higher than Luchanko. I can get over them taking Luchanko over Hellenius, but the Boyan thing I can't get past. How can you not see a player of that age? And then I look at Danny. It's like your scouts give you all this information. You have this great guy. This guy Faldy who should projected to be pretty damn good, but he's at defense. With screens, they took a position of need. So you're eliminating the available defenseman. You only pick up a third rounder, drop back one pick, and you're never even looking at who's there. You're obviously not looking at Irishman. You're not looking at wing, which I understand. But we're purely zoned in on center with Catton gone, with Lidstrom obviously gone, and you're gonna pick somebody over Hellenius, which if there was nothing else available, I could come to terms with. But you just Boyan out like that to me, I can't get past that. Well, you're gonna trade back again? Come on, what's going on? You know they're the rebuilding team. I know we need more picks, but not more later picks. We need more better picks. Oh, they're afraid of who they're drafting. They need more shots. Exactly. I think we're all saying that here. And if you were as aggressive as you were for 4, 6, and 7, you could be aggressive enough to get back for Benny the Jet. And if you don't get him, ain't the end of the world either. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know why you don't take Boyan and trade back up though. I don't know why you got to trade down, lose Boyan, That's the part that is just strange to me. If you draft particularly at just need, I can agree with that, which you shouldn't do in the first round, unfortunately. Oh boy, I don't like that. Yeah, we've seen other teams make better trades. They have plenty of ammunition. It shouldn't have been all that hard. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Look, I defended Danny for over a year. If he does something I don't like, I'm gonna tell you about it. Not happy. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I'm not happy. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I think there's better players available right now. But it's a total crapshoot.
He seems more genuine on YouTube than he does on TV. Like, he almost seems like he doesn't know what to say, so he's saying what he thinks.
Some awesome comments, guys. True conversation. The other two people here have just left me. It's just me and you guys. I love it. Help me get past this. So is this, though.
So then, I've been watching these YouTube golfers. Have you heard of the brand Good?
Yeah.
So they have golfers and tournaments or whatever. And I watch them because I think I'm more closer. Obviously, that's help you for the PGA guys. And like, they're fun to watch. They have like commentary and stuff.
To back up whoever spoke about Brandon Soderman, who I'm sorry, I'm just not a big fan of the guy. He says some baffling shit. Most notably famous for the Flyers ready from each coffin rebuild, which he tried to backpedal on, did not work. He looks like a jerk off. But he did report that Danny Briere and Lou Lamoriello talked on the draft floor. Lou handed Danny a piece of paper. Flyers table currently discussing something. They probably wrote him a letter and said, "You fucked up." All right, here's Alex Appleyard, who I like. If being optimistic plus expand scope to 15 most similar CHL hockey draft years to the NHL's to the Flyers, Luchanko, Scheifele's in there, who was drafted significantly higher. Eberle, Foligno, Riley Gregg, says Scheifele already. Brendan Yeager. I don't know. I guess there's something there. It still feels like a total risk. Not moving the needle for me, unfortunately. We'll see. I mean, here come the Stars at 28? We're almost back on the clock at this point.
He would be anywhere near successful.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have won all these tournaments. He would be nowhere close.
Yeah. And all these guys left with money, right?
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm not hating on him. Dude, he makes $300 million.
Oh, Emil Hemming, who I honestly don't know much about. There's a couple of names out there that I do like. We've discussed Stiga's still out there. Hudson's still out there. Emery's still out there. Feels like they'll get somebody depending on who they pick, or maybe they'll trade back when they get on the clock. Based on his discussion with Lou Lamoriello, maybe he trades back again, which is interesting to say the least. The team that talked nothing about trading up. They're trading up, and they have traded back once already. Let a potential top 5, top 10 pick go to the Minnesota Wild, where they drafted a a player. There should have been a later pick. Still not even ready to give Danny credit with Michkos because he fell into his lap. I wouldn't go that far. I do feel like there was something going on with that. Yes, Bonk looks good. It seems like there's much more to his game. I'm trying to stay positive. I guess I'll go with positive. So much good is done. He had to deal with a bullshit situation with Cutter and that piece of shit and entitled asshole. He's dealt with a lot of shit, and I think he's handled everything beautifully. This is the first time I have to go, huh? Hopefully we're wrong. Hopefully they know more than we do. But it's got to be telling. You look at that draft table, they all look pissed off. They all look upset. Something went wrong. You cannot tell me that they got sniped, whether it was Dickinson, whether it was Catton, whether they hoped somebody would fall to them when all that trading up they would do, and they were done by pick 8 or something. Something had to be wrong and they trade back. Just let's just grab something. We don't care. But when Boom's still available, that's really, really, really irritating. I think they like Jett Luchanko. I think if things go their way, they don't take him at 13 or 12 or 13. I really don't. But things happen. Here we are. Oh, that's how you do it. Look, years ago, I like NHL like 12 or 13 for me. I took Nikolai Ehlers in the second round before I knew who he was. And when I had him and he was developing into a nice player, and then sure enough, he goes top 10 in the next year's draft in the actual NHL. So don't sleep on this kind of stuff. It can be real. Imagine we wait all night to finish this and the Flyers trade out. Oh, geez. That'll be a capper on the night. Head scratch, eyebrows, the whole nine. It's true. We might be wrong, but it's true. You can't deny that. 3 picks to go, baby. I do feel there's something to this. Not that I saw their draft table, but I saw it right after this pick, and they did not look happy. They looked we're settling. It feels we're settling. Sure, we'll grab a pick. Just fucking take Boyum. That's what I don't like. This was very Hextall Fletcher-esque. Like, we'll just take what falls to us. Boyum fell to you, and you didn't take him. You traded back for some asinine reason and took a guy projected to go into 1920. Hey, apparently NHL might be better than Brent Frere at this point. Is what it is. Hard to say. There's a lot of them out there. I don't remember seeing it. I did get, actually, let me check that real quick. I got sent something that had all these like relatives, like Miroslav Satan Jr., Flyers 5th round pick. You'll see. All right, let's see. You got Lucas Pettersson. Brizgalov's kid is in this draft. Thank you, Sean. Saved me a lot of searching. But while I have it up, obviously Tej Lugienla, his father. Calum Hughes, he's related to Kent and Jack Hughes, uncle and cousin. Noah Lapointe, Martin Lapointe's his father. Lucas Fisher and Jerry Fisher. Jerry Fisher is his father. Vlad Brizgalov. That sounds like something Brizgalov was named his kid. Yes, he's a goalie in this draft. Zeev Boyum's related. We knew that. Macklin Celebrini, same deal. Oh, his brother, Aiden Celebrini. Ryan Nugent Hopkins' cousin, Carson Wetch. Miroslav Satan, as I mentioned. Diego Buttazzani is a cousin of Zach Benson. Nobody really notable, unfortunately. This would be hilarious. I want Miroslav Satan and Brizgalov's kid. Look, you got to be crazy to play goalie, right? Let's look at this from a different perspective. Goalies are fucking nuts. Yes, I understand Brizgalov's a different kind of nuts. But his son's got to learn from that shit, right? Come on. Fanny. Why, Fanny? So we can wait all this time being disappointed, hoping they do something for them to just fucking trade back with the Islanders? What are they going to do here? Come on. Just piss us off. Just piss us off. That's all they're going to do. Like this is some kind of crazy deep draft. Bullshit. Bullshit. Oh. Here we go. Rangers pick is in.
The Rangers have to select from the U.S. National Program.
Here goes Emery. Solid pick. Took a defenseman, EJ Emery. Hopefully the ice doesn't melt. Pretty solid. About where he should have went. No issues with that. Big guy. Hudson and Stiga are both still available, Jimmy, and there's only the Toronto Maple Leafs selecting in front of us. And it sounds like, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but Briere was handed a slip from Lou Lamoriello about a potential trade, I guess. So we'll see if they're on the clock. We waited all this time for them to trade back again. I don't think so. I looked at that thing you sent me. He wasn't on there. Yep. Yeah, it's an important draft. I certainly hope they hit on something. So some guys out there, I do like him, especially at defense, especially it was 6'6". What are you going to do? I don't think it broke. I think it slid. They made us wait the whole draft to trade out after only selecting Benny the Jet. I almost want to say Rodriguez. Benny the Jet. I forget his name already. That's how upset I am. Luchanko.
Listen, you need to say this. He reminds me so much of not only the size, not only the frame.
Benny the Jet.
It's
so odd. Those ones that you're comfortable with, stick with those.
That's what I was telling.
Stick with the comfortable ones.
So like, there was 2 rounds where I wasn't using
So much I want to hear. I want to hear him say, but I can't yet. Yeah, a lot of people I saw were happy he was gone. So I didn't hate it, but I prefer 2 other players at this point. But it sounds like the Flyers will trade out completely at this time based on rumors and the way this draft has gone. So fuck me, right? What position do you think they go? They took their center. They could use another defenseman. They definitely don't need a winger, but it's best available, I guess. Doesn't matter. Didn't do that at 13, so whatever. Damn it. All Hudson's defenseman, according to Megan's best available, ranked 10th. That's my pick, followed by Stiga. Could be anybody. A lot of names. Luke Misa, his brother's pretty good. He's a center too. All these guys feel like second-round picks.
So I'm just trying to remember. Like, my hip is supposed to come before my foot. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make sure that I'm rubbing all this stuff.
How much fun last year was.
And so where I was fucking up was, I was swinging like this. You know, into like down. Like they tell you supposed to swing down. Yeah, so now I'm bringing it back like this.
I hear it constantly.
It's crazy how
Be careful. Don't get yourself canceled. Somebody come out and defend her and, try to ruin your life. Let's talk about how your father died. Ridiculous.
As you come through, get back all the way through the ball. Then you're okay to hit the draw. But if you do this, the ball is going out.
really.
As you bring your head forward a little bit, so if you keep your head back, you're okay. You'll draw the ball. The ball come out.
And going to UNC
If you bring
next
your head
season,
through
committed
the
to go
ball,
see Brad
through the
Berry.
ball,
Just an interview here.
it's gonna do that.
Oh, man. Maple Leafs letting it go down a little minute here. Last minute. Come on, make the pick. Get the Flyers back on the clock so they can trade out and we can call it a freaking night. Guys, in the comments, as soon as the Flyers make their pick or trade out, please give me your grade for this evening. I'm sure it's pretty low right now, but I want to know. Come on, Toronto.
This guy, he's from Malaysia. I watched him because it's funny. And he explains everything really simply. You know, it's like, don't
Is it the dude with the nighttime driving rate?
No, I don't think so. His name is-
Constantly getting shit on. I see it all the time on Twitter, especially when she's out there. It's rough. But there's an agenda being pushed.
It's fun to play these playing stuff.
Hopefully that shit comes to an end and we just get back to hockey.
The director called the shot, but we really relied on the to just define those shots.
It's been pretty rough. Definitely hasn't been good. You definitely do a lot better, I'll say. It's too bad we're all fucked. Doesn't matter. We're all fucked. Truth comes secondary. Pick is in. Here we go. Toronto. Let's go. Miss Scoozy. A lot of beer. I do think they go defense. You never know. Craig Berube on the. There you go. Ben Danford. Oshawa. Defense been good. Flyers are on the clock. Let's see what they do. Probably a trade because they hate us. Stiga and Hudson still available. At this point, it really doesn't matter.
I want the ball and shake it and get up there. Or I want to put my left shoulder forward and I want to drive down and get spin on the ball and bring my hands to it. And then I get spin on the ball, a little bounce back twice, and then check it up.
Yeah, I can.
What a fucking nightmare. The whole thing is a fucking nightmare. Yeah, it's like, oh, what do you want to do here? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, Ross, why do you shoot 80? I shoot 85.
This guy's the same thing. He's a point after the other sheet.
It doesn't matter.
He's reliable.
It's a crapshoot, really. Certain names I like. You can get live with some others. We'll see. It's probably just picks in the fourth, third round. No, it's not, in my opinion. Yeah, just make the pick. I don't know. They talk about him like he's, next coming of Christ. Like Keith Jones specifically really jams him down your throat. They really think they identified somebody in the 6th round. How much like faith do you have in something like that? I think he's a 5'6" at best. Hopefully I'm wrong. I think he just likes his size. I think they fell in love with the size.
I'm not saying
it's a beautiful day. I'm not too bitched Here we go.
Flyers are officially on the clock.
They're going to commercial with me. Bosch is still there.
If you don't stand your ground, it's like the previous owner is
Oh,
still.
who's still there? Stiga. Bosch?
Stiga and Hudson. So people want a lot of different players. That's fine. This isn't as nearly as exciting to me. It's just is what it is. Hudson, Stiga.
Did they ever announce Columbus is going to do that pick?
No, I think it's after this pick. Really, we'll find out tomorrow morning or something.
With Q10 for neck and chest to firmer skin and visibly reduce wrinkles in as little as 2 weeks. Skin is for moments worth sharing.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'll just try to. You know what else too? I don't like. I'd rather. I want to fluff it up. You know what I mean? Because I haven't been good with my iron, so I don't want to.
Can help cover cars,
In that case,
motorcycles, and even the board games.
Ball, if you're in the fairway, put the ball to the attacking response. So now you get down.
Oh, trade winds blowing. Watch them trade the teams. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Exactly what's going to happen.
The ref's the same way. So when you're in the rough, you're just
Definitely feels that way. All that hype hurts. Might as well.
So I've been using my hybrid. So the last 2 or 3 rounds I just slice my hybrid. I never do that. Usually I hit it pretty straight or it goes left.
Yeah.
I hope you
Sunglass Hut. Found every
Lately,
shade of you.
and it has like that shape too, like it'll go straight and start riding right.
T-Mobile's Take-One.
Man. Now they're gonna drag this shit out now. Fucking commercial. Come on. You ready with your draft grades? I want to know. I want to see before we log off after this trade/pick. I guess I got mine ready. It's currently a C minus. I guess somebody I want is the only thing. There you go. Cat's out of the bag. Oh, that's going to tick me off a little bit. I'm going to be a D plus, depending on what they get back. I thought they had a trade with Lou. What are they doing with the Oilers? Oh, boy. Even the announcers know about trade rumblings. Danny's got a little funny grin. Brent Fair looks like he wants to have a sandwich and then jump.
The work has probably already been done.
Yeah, easy to say.
They're definitely making a trade. Oh, jeez. Glad we picked up probably a first-round pick. Seriously, that's how I felt. Like, I'm glad you're grinning over there. Here it comes.
You know the best thing that I've never had a listen in my entire life. I just learned like people calling this stuff blah blah blah. You know the best lesson I have? Something and watch myself.
Oh, boy. And Bouchard.
You know don't listen to anybody else. Just do what's better for you, you know?
You know they want us.
Yeah.
Jack, they trade this again?
Yep. To Edmonton, it looks like.
Stop for a second just to make sure everything's.
Blair looks happy at top.
Now we're ready to go.
Looks like Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
Unleash the ball. Trade that. Another trade, obviously.
With the Lucas.
It's the 32nd pick in this year's draft to the Edmonton Oilers. For Edmonton's first round pick, either in 2025 or 2026 with some conditions. But Philly trades 32 to Edmonton for Edmonton's first round pick in 2025 or 2026. So Edmonton, you're on the clock.
Okay, I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. I hope it's 2025. I hope Edmonton shits the bed next year. It's very tough. I know the Florida Panthers aren't a perfect example of this, but not 99 times out of 100, when a team goes to the Cup or to the championship and loses, they have a pretty rough year to next year. I hope there's fatigue sets in. I hope there's disgruntledness in the locker room. I hope that this pick is next year. I don't know what the conditions are. We'll find out, but I'm not against that. This is much better than picking up a fourth and a fifth, or whatever bullshit. I'll live with this. So the C minus will go to a C plus for me on the night. Let me know what you guys think. That's not bad. The next year's draft is supposed to be significantly better. I don't know anything about 2026. Look. It's obviously not Draisaitl or anything fucking ridiculous, but like, well, they have to after they drafted Benny the Jet. I've said that several times. I can't be upset with that. I want to know what the conditions are, obviously, but you have the last pick of the first round. You get a first rounder. Yeah, a B rating is fine. I said C plus. That's fine though. Exactly. It's a deeper draft next year, at least the first round. You already have 2 first-round picks. You get another one? Fine. I'll take that. I was shocked. I thought for sure it'd be a third and a sixth or whatever the fuck. I'll take this. I will take. Whoa! Watch my phone. We're out, Paul. Okay, Briere. Get back a little bit of faith. First rounder next year, Teddy. Oh, I'm sorry, 2025 or 2026 with conditions. We don't know what the conditions are. They take Sam O'Reilly. Oh, Donkashay.
We have to buy Jimmer some
Donkashay.
sheepdog.
That's right, Jonathan Nesbitt. Every time I see your last name, I think of Toy Story. Do you ever get that?
Yo, Pub's in here.
I am Mrs. Nesbitt. You see the hat? 3 first rounders, hopefully next year. It could be 26. I do hope it's 25. What are the conditions? I can't wait to find out. I do like that trade. I like that
587.
I like that trade.
I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Who are they gonna
It's
draft
going to
here?
be better than 32.
There's-
That's for sure.
Look,
And
I'll roll the dice on Edmonton not making it to the cup next year. You know what I mean? I will roll the dice for sure. Imagine they get bounced in the first round. They'll be all right. Yes. If not, yes, I'll be all for that. So we'll find out tomorrow. It had until the end of the first round, which is essentially now. So I'm sure they'll make the decision. I guarantee they're going to punt it to next year. But you never know. So I'll be all for that. Hudson and Stiga still available. Some other guys you guys mentioned as well for tomorrow. Definitely don't hate it. When you break it down into the fact that Boyan was available and Benny the Jet could have went as late as like 22, as early as 16. You could have, if you really wanted him, with how aggressive he was being with 4, with 6 and 7, you could have taken Boyan and got a hell of a defenseman, use your 32nd pick with something else, and traded up for Benny the Jet if you truly wanted him and really had a hell of a first round. Instead, they reached. They traded back, only grabbed the 3rd rounder, and they reached. And that's what's hard to swallow. It's not so much on the player as it is the draft strategy. They did save face a little bit here with grabbing a first rounder, potentially in 25, maybe 26. We shall see. I don't either. It's very tough to go back to the – I mean, Florida literally just did it, but that's very rare that a team that goes – in any sport goes to the finals, makes it back the next year. We'll see. It's in 25 or 26, and there's conditions. So there's a lot we have to break down still, a lot we have to know. So apparently, is that official? It's top 20 protected. I'm sure we'll be okay with that. I'm sure they will. And maybe I'm sure maybe they have a choice. Maybe it's also top 20 protected. We'll see. There's a lot we have to know. We have to find out. I see a couple of grades in here. I went C+. I saw a solid B, I believe. I thought I saw a B-. What else? What else you guys got? How do you think the Flyers did this first round, having the 12th and 32nd pick? They come away with the 13th pick, a 3rd rounder, drafting Jett Luchanko, and they trade the 32nd overall pick, the last pick of the first round. They will get a 2025 or 2026 first rounder. Not bad. I was looking at a C-. I'm at a C+. What do you guys think? I know at some level everybody's disappointed though. You can't get past that. Vegas, I hear you. I don't blame you for it. I'm not going to go that low, but I also don't blame you. I think a lot of that is the speculation we had with the trades. Hard to argue, just a solid C. Hard to get too excited. Hopefully we're wrong. This is one of those things that we hope we're wrong about. Seeing more C's, Fanny. Based on how you guys talked, I expected this. I agree with it. Maybe I was a little more generous. I think that last move did it for me. But again, I don't even know the conditions on that. We're spitballing, as Shane McCall had said. Sean C., I'm annoyed that the D-man they coveted for a year has passed over for an extra 3rd rounder. Is pretty rough. I was stunned when Jett was announced, but I'm creepily starting to like it. Yeah, there's something to that. I bet we could go to sleep tonight thinking C+, and wake up tomorrow thinking B-. But it's not what we thought. It's not what we were led to believe that we're going to get. Potentially Lidstrom, potentially Demidov, potentially something else we really like. Boyan falls in your lap, you don't take him. Great vision. Yeah, there's something to that. I can't say for sure that I'm out on it. You can never have enough defense though. Yeah, I agree. That's fine. I totally agree because it is important. It's better. You have to admit, though, it's better than grabbing a later third and fourth or third and fifth or the last pick of the second round and the seventh or something like that. Getting it first and, especially if it's 2025. But for that reason, I will hold right now. It stands as a C plus no matter what. Could be bumped into a B minus depending on the conditions and what they can get with a later first rounder. I do like that. Why else make the trade? I agree with that. Oh man, my phone's blowing up.
Parts you need, prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your private alive.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CRV. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun.
Yeah, and they've reached before.
And get a great offer on a Honda. Named the 2023 Kelly Blue Books KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
This is the GMC Sierra, available with the V8 engine, the Super Cruise engine experience.
Well, this is ultimately what's going to come down to. You can't stand pat. Even before Michkov, I expected some player-for-player deals, some things to be moved. So I'm for that. Let's see what he's got. I don't think he's got a lot to make up, but we're expecting some kind of fireworks. Thank you, Fanny Pack. Some great comments. I really appreciate it. Forward to you guys commenting in later. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see. It's up to them, unfortunately. I hope they do. I wouldn't even be against them deferring it with how 2025 is shaping out to be. Yeah. Oh, you would assume, you would think they did not grab a true center. If they think Luchanko's the answer, they're massively mistaken. So look for those Zegras rumors to pop back up. And I don't know who else, but they got to do something. And if with that, the draft officially comes to an end. All right. I hope you guys joined Jimmy and I. Jimmy typically posts throughout the week with random updates and rumors and things of that nature. Please check that out. Please subscribe. Subscribers are huge. Like and favorite, obviously. Hit the bell for notifications. We're putting out a lot more content than we used to. But ultimately, look for our podcast, which usually goes out on Wednesdays. We have a lot to discuss. It's not going to be pretty. Hopefully, we learn some things. It's definitely not the end of the world. Just what we prefer, what we thought we were led to. I don't think so either. I agree. But yeah, checked in. We have the super chat available. If you guys want to donate to the show and ask a question at the same time, by all means, better than a subscription, I think. But yeah, feel free or just chime in. We love talking to you guys. You guys are great. I really appreciate all the, I'm at 599 viewers. I would like to hit 600 before I have to log off. Come on, one more person. Come on. But I really appreciate it. Look forward to talking to you guys. Appreciate the conversation. I think we're all on the same page here. I dropped 4 viewers because I'm saying goodbye. We're going to end the stream with that. Thank you, everybody. Look forward to talking to you all, and good luck sleeping tonight. Go Flyers, baby.